Yeah, cool. Live on both platforms. Let's watch some replays, man. I'm gonna take my own advice, I think. I'm having quite a good day. Actually, I just got some good news, so that's fun. But I also maybe I should I've learned somewhat of a lesson, but I've also spent more brain power than I would like to admit. Um, prepping, doing Pathfinder prep today for the game that I GM. And Street Fighter 6 is a very difficult to play video game if you're not fully locked in. I can feel myself. I'm starting the day off in livestock mode. So I figure it's a good time to maybe to still have a productive day of learning. Our goal is still just improvement with Gief. I mean, eventually, like the end goal would probably be to hit 1800 MR. If we could do that, we might just start doing other stuff for SF6. We might even try other games or something like that. Not even gonna say it. A little bit late. A little bit late. I understand. Listen, I'm late for a good reason today. I'm late because I uh, I actually just got some good news from a family member. So I was talking to them about that. So I wasn't gonna be like, oh, actually, I gotta go live stream. I gotta go live stream. I'll be right back. So yeah, a few minutes late. We can deal with that. All right, let me just put out the little notification, boys, and then we will get to it. But yes, I fully accept the accusations of late. Oh, nice. Excused? Yeah, yeah. A lot of the times, listen, I'm not pretending that's always the reason. A lot of the times I'm late because like my dumbass like needs to take a shit right before I start stream or something like that, right? Or like there's something that like I needed to set up that I forgot to set up or something like that. A lot of the days I'm late because I'm stupid. Okay, today I actually was like fully ready, and then I just I had a fun conversation, so I let that ride out its course. Normally it's just me being stupid though. What's going on, Thravier? Ayanita, hello, hello. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take my own advice today. Just stir. Got a nice cup of tea. I had a good morning. I'm gonna take a little bit of my own advice today. Well, when I say your excuse today, yeah, no. Again, I'm not trying to. Yeah, a lot of the times I'm a silly boy. But yeah, when I say I'm gonna take some of my own advice today, I've told people many times. People ask me a lot of the times about, like, what do you do about bad days? How do you avoid them? Things like that. And there's a lot of different facets there. You may call me Edward, good sir. Anita is my father. Fair enough. I see. That's why the name's like that. Yeah. Also, hello, Dylan. Matthias, hi. But yeah, so people talk like, oh, what do you do about bad days? How do you avoid bad days? How do you play well on bad days? All of this, and there's a lot of different pieces of advice there, right? In terms of, one, make sure that you're well rested, make sure that you eat, you drink, make sure that you're in a good emotional state, right? Like you didn't like just get in a fight with like your girlfriend or your family or something like that, like right before you hop on stream, or I mean, in most people's cases, I guess, right before you hop on the game, you're not all live streaming. Um, but also something that I have that I have. We'll get to that in a second, Bonjo, because it's not entirely untrue. Something that I also have said is like, sometimes sometimes you just know that for some reason or another, this is not going to be like you know that you got bad sleep, or you didn't get a chance to eat, or like that you're pissed or something like that, and you can still like have productive days that don't necessarily require you to like grind ranked super hard, right? And I said, you can watch your own replays, you can do like some training mode drills, you can try and watch higher level players of your character and learn from them, right? And I'm gonna follow my own advice today. I'm in a great mood. I'm actually in a very good mood. I had a fun morning, and I got okay enough sleep. I ate and everything. It's just I can tell I used a lot of my mental energy. I probably will not do this on Tuesdays anymore. I can do this on Grand Blue days, but Street Fighter 6 is both a game that I'm less familiar with, and also a game that I'm like that I think is more mentally taxing to play than Grand Blue. So I spent a lot of my brain available focus today doing Pathfinder prep for the game that I GM. I was coming up with encounters and NPCs and backstories and dialogue, and I was finding music to fit the battles, and coming up with mechanics and all of this, and it was super fun. But it has used up a lot of my brain power. I just know for a fact that I'm going, if I play right now, I'm going to get my ass beat. And we're already coming off of a pretty bad ranked session last week. Also, is Pathfinder that much different from D&D? It's D&D adjacent for sure. I like it more. It's a bit more like unapologetically like over-engineered, I guess. The point being is that also genuinely, it's been a little bit since we did this. Watching some higher level Giefs, we watched, we learned, we implemented some stuff. Stand light kicks still not really in the wheelhouse, but like a lot of stuff about like crouch light punch, using the rest of the lights, some new combos, right? Like a general. A culling of some options, right? We did some of our own replay review, and since then we've made quite a bit of progress. I mean, we've gone up about 100 MR basically. Like our, like a bad ranked session for us. We had a really horrible ranked session last Tuesday, and like our like horrible off day where it feels like I'm doing everything wrong. We went to like 1570, right? So we really have hit like sort of a new level on Gief in the past like month or so. So I think it'll be interesting, since it's been a couple of months since we've done this, to like see now if I watch some more like master rank Giefs, is there anything I can spot that I wouldn't have before, or anything that feels meaningful to me that I wouldn't have caught, right? Pathfinder has more customization. Yeah. Pathfinder is very. I think I heard XP to level 3 describe it once as just like it is very unapologetic about the fact that it is entirely about its game design. You know what I mean? Like it is D&D. I think tries to be a little bit more. 5e especially tries to be. We'll get into the Street Fighter, I promise. But 5e tries to be a little bit more rules light, right? It makes it a lot more. It makes it a lot more accessible for people who like don't. It's simpler on the surface. I think in actuality, once you actually start really getting into it, having more rules actually makes it easier to play like minute to minute. But as like an entryway, it feels like it's a little easier to get into, right? Whereas Pathfinder is very unapologetically like you and your ally have flanked this guy by drawing a line in between the middle of your tokens that crosses through the middle of his, so he has a -2 circumstance penalty to his AC. He's also frightened 1, which means, when he's frightened X, he takes a -X status penalty to all of his stats, which is, stacks with the AC penalty. You can then prepare to aid your ally for a +2 circumstance bonus to their attack roll, and if you hit by more than a 10, then right? So Pathfinder is much more, it's much more like a spreadsheet disguised as a video game, mechanically, anyway. Which, to me, at least, I love that shit. I enjoy Pathfinder 2nd Edition significantly more than 5th Edition Dungeons and Dragons. But I think 5e wants to be everything to everyone, and I think it's succeeded at that to a great degree. But for me, 2e is exactly what I want to be. Right? You explained it this way on purpose to intimidate me from trying it because it worked. No, I didn't. I would like. I think you would like. Okay, we gotta get some Street Fighter. I'm like 5 minutes into a YouTube video, and I'm 5 minutes into a video recording, and we haven't had a single Street Fighter match happen. But no, okay. It's again. This is like we're talking like what I'm talking about right now is if you want to like giga optimize your play and stuff like that. Like Pathfinder is a very deep tactical RPG, right? But you can certainly also just like like it is very easy for your GM to make things easier, so you don't have to optimize quite as hard. But if you want, I'm a big fan of like tactics and optimization and things like that, and Pathfinder very much has that, and it also very much has not that. If you want, it's just that I like not Zangief from here. Let's say Zangief and anyone else. But yeah, don't worry. I'm not trying to scare you off of it. It's surprisingly, I think it's not really that. It's not as hard to get into as I maybe just made it sound, but I enjoy it a lot. Probably more of a 2e guy, but all my friends like 5e, so I'll stick with that. That's fair. Oh my god, what a JP name, man. Critical Lizard Metal Queer Solid. I love optimization whenever I'm not GMing. I mean, the nice part about... At this point, this is like a video that's becoming all about Pathfinder 2nd Edition. The nice part about it is that, like, you can optimize and you can power game and stuff like that, but also at the same time, you're not gonna like break the video game doing that, right? So the GM does not have to worry necessarily about that. Can you not? League Descending. I want to find... Is like Legend its own league? No. Are there just no Legend Giefs that played upload date? I mean, I guess let's do this month. Like, there's no Legend Giefs that played a match this week. I'm only seeing Ultimate Master. League Descending. Huh. How do you... Oh no, there you go. There you go. There's Legends, Snake Eyes and stuff. Speaking of RPGs, you guys see about Oblivion? Yeah, Oblivion got a remaster, man. I'm gonna have to cut the first 10 minutes of this out. This just can't be a YouTube video at this point. I'm gonna have to cut the first 10 minutes of this out, probably. But yeah, Oblivion got I never tried the original Oblivion. I played a lot of Skyrim. But Oblivion was before I got interested in Bethesda's Bethesda stuff. I heard the remaster is mostly functional. It is definitely, you know, people... Rick, go back to talk about the game. People are gonna think this is wall bro. Yeah, it's out right now. Yeah. I heard it actually works too, which is, you know, rare for a Bethesda game. It works mostly. Playing Guilty Gear, watching a Granblue streamer as he spectates Street Fighter games. Correct. I like GMing the more rules light systems. Roleplay also works well in crunchier systems. I like focusing on it more than combat and making a character build. I'm a shameless Pathfinder shill. I do think the rules actually make it a lot easier to GM. It's because it's a lot easier to like build encounters and stuff like that, and you can focus on the rest of, like, you don't have to worry about is this going to be too hard or too easy. You can trust the math, and then you can actually worry about like giving people personalities and making stuff interesting and all the roleplay factors. Let's watch Kobeon versus JP, Giefs, and DJ. I actually would like to see some. I mean, JB. I thought we saw some. Yeah, some JB upper Snake Eyes and JB. Sure, let's take a look. I'm kind of curious. I feel like Rashid is a little specific, right? But yeah, why not? Why not? Let's look for something specific. Let's watch Snake Eyes fight Rashid. So, what are the okay? So this is a separate. This is a first to two that he won 2-0, and then this is a separate first to two that went 2-1 to JB. Gotcha. So let's watch like all of these maybe. Playing Titanfall 2 as a fighting game streamer, talks about TTRPGs, loving every second of it. Well, I'm glad. Well, we do gotta get into the Street Fighter, I fear. So that's just an indie game studio. Is Rashid Tornado easier or harder to get in on than Hadouken? If you're talking about like the fireball itself, I would say he's got a, like, personally it feels harder, but maybe I'm missing some counterplay. But it feels like Rashid has a little bit more flexibility in what he can do and what areas he can cover with the tornado, right? Okay, let me go back just a second here. Immediate OD fireball, interesting. So that's just, he just perfect parried it, right? This is skill difference. Perfect parry the fireball, and then he's able to get in. That makes sense, sure. I guess that's something good to think about at least, right? Is that like be looking out for those perfect parries, because they do really shift the frame advantage in your favor. I think a lot of the times, like, I'm sitting there like, hey, I'll try to parry fireballs, but I don't think I really try to go for the perfect parry, which I guess Rashid can't control the speed of his tornado once it's out that much, right? It's like the same depending on how much he charges it. Is that a little backdash there? Hey, Brick, how's the streets? Going, you know, we're watching some replays. We just started because we were talking about TTRPGs. But, well, he didn't backdash, he just straight up walked out of throw range. Interesting. Just walked back there. I guess that is probably a hard read on the throw attempt, right? I have my first IRL tournament coming up next month. Ready to 0-2 and be happy. That was a perfect. That was a long perfect. You gonna get T-Zoc revisit anytime soon, Brick? City of the Wolves is out. The full game's out. I'm not... Oh, did he parry there? What happened? I'm not like in a huge rush to play it, honestly. What happened here? Why did he get punish countered? Actually, not entirely. Is that a like what are the inputs here on his side? At the very end. Oh yeah, medium punch. He did parry. He parried for 2 frames. Okay. Now his ass is burnt. This is it. I feel like I need to like re-examine like this whole set actually, because I'm assuming it's not quite over yet, right? He shouldn't. Is he dead? No. This is a double perfect? No, not quite. Okay. But like this, I understand why this was so incredibly dominant, right? Yeah, I feel like I need to rewatch, honestly, both rounds of this, just because, like, he beat his absolute ass, and I'm not really sure how. So I guess not trying to, like, he's not trying to force his way in, really, right? Like, he's waiting. He eventually, like, when he perfect parries the tornado, like, that's his chance. He's plus 11 here, right? So it makes a lot of sense to go aggressive, but he was being very patient. Test message, indeed. Okay, just got basically Guessed right on a reset. Fine. Is that his throw? What's he doing? Is that not... JB like threw from half screen? No, it's his medium kick. Gotcha. It looks like a throw. It looks like a throw whiff, but that's just medium kick. Gotcha. That was definitely meant to be an SPD, right? I would imagine. Which would have worked, actually. I think this was meant to be a defensive SPD. If he blocks this. And he's -3, so interesting. That looks like it was an attempt at SPD that he screwed up, but I'm not sure. He tried to... I think he tried to SPD on -3 right there. And he just got... He uses headbutt in... I guess he's up close, but like... This is something interesting, right? He's using a headbutt in these up-close scenarios, like when he's not necessarily... It's not necessarily his turn, right? He is up close, so it's in range, but... He just... He just beat the ever-loving shit out of him. Okay, I fixed it. I had something messed up on my end. I see. As people talk about a lot when commentating Snake Eyes, this man was... was Forge in SF2 HD Remix Warzone. He understands walk and get you in eventually. I guess it is... It feels like... Like, he really is really good at picking the spots, right? Like, he really does not do a lot of crazy shit, right? But it just feels like he just wins eventually. There might be some minutia that's a little bit beyond me here. I'm not so sure. Because, like, also, JB is no bitch, right? He's just slithering in, for real. Right, like, how... I feel like I can look at this all I want, but I don't really understand how we got here. Right? It feels like he's using quote-unquote, like, bad buttons a lot of the times, right? I believe Snake Eyes is a top Potemkin player. Is he a grappler man across all games? Oh, I mean, Street Fighter is his OG game, I think, right? Snake Eyes is a really high-level grappler player, basically anywhere he goes, yeah. If chip damage isn't real, Fireball is not but a speed bump? I suppose so, right? I don't really quite understand how we got here. Like, why is JB burnt out? I guess he's... Interesting that he jumps. This is actually a good point. I guess if you're gonna throw tech in the mid-screen, you might as well jump instead? Or is this another misinputted SPD? This is a concept I hadn't really considered. Is this another SPD? No, this is fully an intentional back jump. Yeah, I guess if you're gonna throw tech in the mid-screen, you might as well jump back, right? Because, you know, if they catch you, you'll eat a regular combo instead of a punish counter, right? You know, Texas Showdown one year and won his first Strive bracket there to prove the anime gamer scene is free. I don't agree. That's what he thinks. Yeah, I mean, Snake Eyes, he's really good at the video game for sure. He's an entertaining personality is as far as I'll go, I think. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about how good he is at Zangief, and he's very good at Zangief, no doubt. But yeah, so this is actually not, yeah, because say for example you're wrong on him trying to throw you here, right? And he hits you with, he just like does plus frame into jab. You take like a regular combo, right? Whereas if you throw tech in the mid screen, a lot of the times you might get, if they neutral jump, or if there's a lot more things that beat that, and then you eat a full punish counter, right? So this is actually not such a bad idea. In the corner, you might get comboed for this by a lot of characters, but in the mid-screen like this, I've sort of defaulted to never throw teching in the mid-screen ever, basically. Just always, you know, take the throw and hope for the best after. Back tech and reset to neutral, mostly. But this is, like, this is a small thing. This is, like, the first thing that I've actually been able to glean that's, like a slight little optimization here, right? Jumping like this, weirdly, I think, is significantly better if you're gonna guess throw. He also just lands and does... Yeah, okay. So plus frame into Siberian Express. I guess he's... Yeah, the thing that I'm very confused about is I feel like he's getting away with sweep and headbutt right up close like this very often. This is like, if I have to come to the crux of like, what about this don't I understand? Like, what doesn't, like, how is he doing this? Is, excuse me. I got a little bit of a runny nose, apparently. Is, how is he getting away with using headbutt and sweep at, like, light kick ranges, right? And I suppose he throws out enough just like plus on block lights and shit like that he's, I mean, JB is also burnt out, so he's a little bit more defensive here anyway, but even last round, the round before this, right? He's throwing out enough plus on block lights in general that it makes JB a little less like willing to, like, you know, stuff like that, the little taps right there. I'm sorry, I don't keep doing this, but it's like genuinely like, I really don't understand how he's winning this hard. And I mean, again, part of it is just, you know, he got a reset, you know, he guessed correctly, but it's not entirely that, right? So obviously, yeah, good patience, we identified, goes in when he finds his spot on the perfect parry. Immediate SPD, that's good. Catches JB off guard. Probably wasn't expecting the fireball perfect parry anyway, right? And then it's, yeah, like, using a headbutt in, like, I'm going back, I keep going back. Using a headbutt like this is also something that I don't do this very much at all, right? I feel like I have to earn the right to use headbutt a lot of the time. It has to already be my advantage, because it's a 14 frame startup move, as you can see on the frame meter in the bottom there, right? But he's using it a lot in, like, neutral, quote unquote. Though I guess, sure. Like, I feel like I usually need to have a knockdown or something like that to have earned the right to use headbutt, right? I guess the interesting thing here, so he's blocking, he's playing, you know, quote unquote, he's playing patiently, but he's not giving up that much screen space, right? Like, as soon as he loses some space, he gets it back immediately from blocking. Like, he blocks this, right? He walks back a little bit, he spends the drive gauge, that earns, you know, JB a good bit of screen space. But then, like, you know, again, he like very aggressively tries to regain any space that he loses. I mean, that dash is certainly risky, but like, he's playing very aggressive defense, I suppose, right? While he is playing patient, he's not just, like, letting JB, he's not just blocking and letting JP push him around to the corner, right? Wonder if it's real or just extremely deep conditioning. These top level players know each other pretty well. Yeah, I'm trying not to read too much into, like, every little interaction, because, like, some of this is probably just gonna be, yeah, like, you know, JB and Snake Eyes probably just played a bunch, but still, though, just some general ideas of, like, again, he's patient, but he's not just, like, holding back the entire time, right? He's, like, picking the spots to fight back in. I like that. I mean, he's +5 there, right? There's not really too much that Archie is going to contest with. Yeah, he just catches him backdashing, right off the little poke right here. Catches him. What was JB doing here? Why'd he get hit? He was, yeah, trying to walk back, I think, or backdash. It looked like he was holding back, right? Sure. Up and down. Level 2. That's not a great spot anyway, because the tornado hits him immediately, right? So it is nice. That's an interesting idea, right? Since he's already committed to the tornado there, you know, the drive reversal's safe. That was a pretty, I mean, even like burning yourself out to neutralize Rashid level 2 is very valuable, right? Okay, I don't want to hyperanalyze this too much. Let's go to the next one that he wins as well. I think this actually was game 2. Yeah, this is game 1. Let's watch game 1 and see. Looks like backdash, 3-frame back input before holdback. Yeah, tried to backdash out to beat a command grab, I guess, off the little pokey, and you caught him. I guess the thing that's throwing me off is this is it feels, right, it's very simple. Okay. I will say he's also just guessing correctly on throw reads in the mid-screen incredibly often. Which is certainly, I mean, this part is partially a read on JB, partially luck. With headbutt, EX Lariat, sure. So much headbutt. Bullying the drive gauge, I guess, right? Yeah. Spends. So I guess here, like, he's been going for, like kind of fake headbutt stuff a lot. But here, there's no need to, right? Go for, like, a real, like, you know, headbutt into Hellstab here is a real block string. Into this is another block string, right? So you can, like, spend some cash to get the guaranteed burnout. Yeah, I guess he's not. I'm very aggressive with my drive gauge, right? And he's not really. Huh. Okay. JB gets some momentum going for once. Yeah, defending himself with Giefs' bigger buttons. This we tracked, and this we started to do a little bit. This is something I need to, like, think about a lot more, right? It's something I'm very not good about doing. Is this idea that, like, you know, SPD is a neutral tool, right? And this might be, goes to the combo even when heavy SPD would have killed. I wonder why. On the stun, you mean? It might just be, honestly, the stun combo is just not that difficult, I guess, right? What season of Strive did Snake Eyes play Texas Showdown? 2? 3? Something like that? It was before Potemkin was top 1. For sure. But this is something that, this actually might be one of the reasons, too, why he can get away with just headbutting in this range as well. Because this, like, SPD is a 5-frame, unblockable, like, huge, right, like, damaging neutral option. So like both of the sort of core parts of Zangief's kit, like headbutt and SPD, I feel like wrongly, I suppose, I feel like again I have to earn the right to use them. I have to like find some plus frames, I have to find a knockdown, I have to do something like that before I can use headbutt, because otherwise it's like it's not real, right? But yeah, he just like throws them out in neutral, right? Like if you're just in, like if you're within range of SPD and you're anywhere near him, right? He'll go for it. Sure. So he spends. There's also sort of this kind of ebb and flow that I think we'll see this probably with a lot of the higher level Giefs, is like he spends quite a bit of drive gauge to get an advantage, and now he kind of slows it down a bit, right? And waits for his gauge to come back probably. Range of his lights and just as fast as the reason Modern gave him the version with no range. Yeah, it would have been really good to just be able to have a one-button SPD in neutral, certainly, right? Okay. Mix-up. Sure. JB putting something together. Good block on the drive rush overhead. Is that fuzzy? Is he? What do the inputs look like here? Is he fuzzy blocking this at all? He gets thrown again. Yeah, I think so, right? It's hard to tell if he's, I guess it's well, you can time your drive rush overheads to hit meaty, but this I don't think did. I mean, Rashid is plus 27 after this. He goes, like, drive rush into 22 frame startup? I guess there's some world where, like, in certain cases, like, you can fuzzy, like, low-high that, but I'm not sure. See a lot of Gief players going for the hold down level 2 combo as well, when normal level 2 would kill comfortably. Maybe it's just to stay in the rhythm of the game. Maybe. Like, just, you know, if you have no reason to disrupt from, like, your normal state of being, right? Ooh, good, okay, good work punish. Fair enough. Plus 27, what is this, melty? It's off the throw, to be fair. It's a knockdown. The hero comes out on top. I love Rashid. His personality is really fun in this game. Maybe I'm biased because he's a Twitch streamer. On hits, yeah. Like on knockdown. The only thing that's that plus on block is probably like Rashid level 2. That thing's like plus 50 or 60 or something like that. If he just stands there and watches you do it. Oh, wait, what's so okay. Whiff punish with the sweep, sure. Drive rush hell stab he does a lot as a block string. I wonder why. I mean, he's plus 1, I guess. I'm curious about this. I guess it's more. I actually want to go and compare a couple of things in training mode real fast, because that's something else that I've noticed that he. That feels weird to me, but I want to know if there's a reason behind it or if it's like a comfort thing. And his victory screen's endearingly silly, yeah. And even his loss screen, man. You go, I suck. I am the turbulent wind. Rashid. So, you know, by this too, by the way, like this is something we already noticed, but like for closing out rounds, this is huge, right? Like I'm very bad at, like, you know. I do crouch light kick into crouch light punch, but crouch light punch can also go into stand light punch. And yeah, from ranges where we're worried that crouch light punch won't reach, stand light punch will, right? And it's still combos off of crouch light punch, as you can see, right? So you can cancel lights into each other, so their startup gets significantly faster. There are a lot of rounds where, like, you know, from this distance, I might be like unsure if I want to crouch light punch or what, right? If it's gonna reach, maybe I might try to, you know, go for a reset or something. But you always have, you know, this as an option. And you can even go, you know, crouch light kick into crouch light punch into stand light punch as like one extra layer before you do a drive rush cancel, right? Also, this does Hell Stab level 2 here for some, like, why? Lariat would kill, but, you know, just do the harder thing for fun. Watching some Snake, good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Okay, there's a couple of things. There's one thing I want to check. I wanna build a sort of notepad like we did last time. I already have a couple of additions to it. Hello, Mr. Streamer, what's going on? Hello, hello. There was one thing I want to check real quick, because I feel like we go into training real fast. Why does he do like drive rush hell stab after he gets a headbutt or after he gets a hell stab? Jack Hammer. Yeah, yeah. Hell stab, drive rush hell stab is +1, right? Is it maybe because if it hits, he gets a... Because, like, okay. If I have Ryuth and block here, right? This is -1, right? This is -3. So, like, a lot of the times, I would think of doing this to be +3. If we're going to do a medium. But he does this a lot. And I wonder why. Is it more... Does it do more drive gauge damage? This does about this does 2/3 of a bar? Dude, Giefs does so much drive damage. They both... Actually, it does a little bit less. It does a little bit less. It's less plus. I mean, the startup is 1 frame faster. But is it like a gapless diff? Like, if I have Ryu... if I have Ryu on block, do, like, OD Shoryu. Right? OD Shoryuken. Right? And say that I do... this, then that's gapless. Is this not? No, it is. What about, he did it out of Hell Stab into Hell Stab, that's gapless. But this into that still is. Does more damage on hit? I don't know if that's true, right? Because on hit, you would, like, if you did, you know, like headbutt into, and then you caught them mashing, right? Like they blocked the headbutt, and you did drive rush this, you then get Hell Stab, right? Do you get another Hell Stab if you drive rush Hell Stab? You don't, right? So even then, like, if you do this, you get bonk, bonk, versus just this, that, right? Like, the drive rush crouch medium punch gives you a Hell Stab after. You tell me Giefs +2 light in a game with no throw protection hits that far? Goddamn, yeah. He has some really, it's 7 frames, is sort of the price that it pays. It's like, you know, slower than some characters' mediums. It is basically a medium, right? Like, there are characters with 6-frame crouch medium kicks, or you know, 6-frame crouch medium punches. Giefs got a 7-frame stand light punch, but does the amount of hits change the combo scaling? Yeah, I mean, it would. I guess, like, if you were gonna go straight into, like, level 3 or something off the Hell Stab, I feel like even then, it probably doesn't do... Like, it probably doesn't do, like, less damage, because the extra... Like, if he just went, you know, this into some combo... I mean, I guess if he just went this into level 2? I'm not fully sure. It feels like crouch medium punch is a better option to me, but I'm not sure if I'm missing something. Right? What the hell? Apparently I can't do level 3 today. There you go. Like, I mean, this is gonna be 70%. Like, yeah, even for, like, the 1-button, like, hit confirm optimization, that's 4860. And... what the fuck? It's a good thing we're not playing today. My god, I can't land a single 720 to save my life. There we go. Is this gonna be less? 60% of 4,800? Yeah, it will be less, right? I think it's gonna be a little bit less. No, it's a little bit more. Yeah, This is a funny haha moment. He did it multiple times, though. He did it multiple times where, like, his... You know, like, there was one time he tried to burn JB out, and he did something like this, too. Please don't do this. Right? He did, like, bonk, bonk, bonk. Like that. And I don't know why. I don't think it's actually... better, but I could be missing something. Right? Like, I understand headbutt Hell Stab here, right? That's like headbutt into Hell Stab, because that's a frame trap where, you know, headbutt crouch medium punch is going to trade with any 4-framers. So I get that. I understand doing this into that. But off the drive rush, you'd think you would then do crouch medium punch. If you were going to do a medium. I'm going to assume that, what's the gap between headbutt, drive rush, headbutt on block? Headbutt, drive rush, headbutt? Big gap. Like, real big. Like, you can certainly, I mean, Ryu, if you wanted to, could certainly OD between this, right? He might even be able to mash? That's the part I'm not so sure. Like, if he crouching light punches, that's his 4-framer, right? Can he mash? No, he can't. Okay, so it does frame trap. That's good. That's actually good to know. I didn't realize this was, I thought the gap was bigger than that. Yeah, it's not gapless, so, like, you can, like, OS it and do an OD reversal. But it will at least frame trap. But yeah, you know, this is, I guess... Yeah, I mean, this and this are both gapless, right? so is this. Hell stab into hell stab and hell stab into crouch medium punch are all gapless. I'm gonna assume that it's, yeah, I'm gonna assume it's like a weird comfort thing, and there's not as much of a purpose to it. I guess. Okay. The last thing to maybe check is what happens if you catch someone backdashing or jumping with hell stab versus, like, if he backdashes on block, right? And we do, like, I guess we're doing this, that. Oh, I guess first off, yeah, he'd already. I want him to do it. I guess if he blocks this, well, that's gapless though. Can you delay it? Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, you can. In which case, if you catch a backdash, you get that, and if you catch a backdash with this, you get a combo. I guess if they jump, you might get something better off Hellstep. That's probably just me overanalyzing it, but I am trying to think about, you know, what possible reason there could be here. I mean, even if you catch a jump in the first few frames, they stay grounded, right? Yeah. So, I think it's just a like a it's a personal choice thing. I'm not sure. It feels like this is probably better. But yeah, if we're gonna let me start. I want to build a bit of a notepad here of things that I notice, right? So let's bring this over here. So first off, using headbutt in, these all need to be capitalized like this. Using headbutt in neutral, using SPD in neutral, right? Like both of those are relatively big things. I mean, just like we'll say like general patience, certainly, right? Like playing Gief almost is like very much as like a defensive character. But yeah, like using headbutt in neutral, using SPD in neutral, right? Like a lot of the times I feel like I need to have, you know, I need to like have you in the corner. I need to have like a lariat knockdown. Like I need to be, I need to have like found, you know, like some sort of combo of like whatever, you know, doing. Don't block, please, Ryu. I got like a hell stab into an EX lariat, right? Into like chasing your back tech into a headbutt or something like that. A lot of the times, recover backwards, right? So like a lot of the times, you know, I have to like find some kind of hit like this or something like that, right? And then like chase it down. And then once we have the knockdown, like at that point, I can like, I've earned the headbutt, right? A lot of times he was just like, you know, walking up to people in neutral and doing this, right? Which is, it's a big button, I guess, right? You gotta be careful whiffing it, certainly, but it's a little bigger than it looks. And then even more so, not just patience, but specifically walking. Maybe if you face a Guile and end up full screen, try once again without jumps. Okay, well, Guile is probably the worst example. Guile is like the one character where like his kit is so designed basically that I don't know if you can get in without kind of jumping on him, right? But yes, yeah, specifically like he, you know, a lot of like walking back and forth. He didn't jump like basically once, unless it was to read like he was trying to get away from a throw, right? Or like one time he like misinputted an SPD pretty clearly. But yeah, like lots of walking back and forth, right? And even when he walked back for a bit, he would like very quickly try to walk back in. He kept things up close like this the entire time, which is obviously this is where Gief likes to be, right? So even if like JB got some pressure and like he pushed him away a little bit, he would very quickly try to like dash back in or like walk back in and get things right back to here. And I think even more, you know, this is one thing, but I think the thing that allows you to do this, the thing that gives you like the respect to throw out a 14 frame move this up close without just, you know, them throwing out some random shit is this probably, right? Establishing SPD in the neutral. Gigantic ass, again, like huge, like just absolutely massive move that Ryu has to, like, this is about range, I think? Yeah. Right? Gigantic move, 5 frames, will counter hit, will beat out like anything that they throw out from this range. Has to basically be hard red, right? It's obviously it's unreactable. Does a good chunk of damage, right? It makes you very just not happy to be anywhere near like this range with Gief, right? So if they're worried about that, I guess that's where you can start. Because normally, like I feel like, you know, this range is, we're talking lights and mediums here, right? So I was very backed up instead of throw teching in mid screen. Ah, thank you, Matthias. Yes, that's a good point. But yeah, like I was very like confused about like how do you get away with doing a 14 frame button in a range where like lights are hitting people, right? And I think it's because of the establishment of the SPD. It is bigger than stand medium punch. Is that true? I think it's about the size. It's about the same size, but yeah, it's huge is the point. It's a little smaller, right? It's a tiny bit smaller than stand medium punch, but it's very big, right? So I like establishing this, I think makes people just generally a lot less happy being up close. Like it's sort of the 3-part system there, right? These are Tager ass magnet hands. Yeah, light SPD is gigantic, right? So using it as a neutral tool, and then he on top of that, he refuses to leave this range, right? Like he's constantly, he's like, even when you push him out, even if he blocks something and gets kind of pushed out, he very quickly, like very aggressively, like tries to re-enter this range, where he's at all points, every second that you spend in here, basically, Gief is threatening to SPD you, right? So like, make this range uncomfortable, never leave this range, and then, you know, every now and then he just does this. Maybe my input has a slight forward walk. Yeah, if you do the SPD like with a slight walk like that, you'll give it like a slight range buff, right? You can if you just buffer it out of a whiff like that, he doesn't move. It's a little smaller than stand medium punch, I think. But it's huge. Is the point though, right? It's like I guess that's how you get to the point where you can throw out a 14 frame move like this up close. Every second you're not running, he's only getting closer. Exactly. Survivalist. Yeah. Something psychiatrist. That's right. That's correct. But yeah, that's also let's add that to the sheet as well. Jump instead of throw tech in the mid screen, right? Because I guess it makes a lot of sense. Like when he wanted to, like say that if you block something, you think someone's gonna throw you again in the corner. It's a little bit different because a lot of characters have like, you know, Gief himself, for example. If you jump in the corner, there's no guarantee of safety, right? You can just die. I guess if he whiffs a throw, but even if he whiffs a throw, you can just if he whiffs a throw meaty on your ass, you can just lariat you down a lot of the time anyway. So it doesn't quite apply in the same way in the corner. In the corner, you can like forward jump out, take a health tax at least. But again, even then, I know that Gief at least can if he feels, you know, fancy with it, he can OD lariat you and then keep up pressure, right? But yeah, so in the corner, not really, but in the mid screen, it makes a lot of sense. If you think that someone is going to throw you, jumping back, right? Like jumping back when you want to guess grab is a lot safer than throw teching, right? Because like, I mean, I guess you certainly can, like it resets you to neutral fully, right? Which is the throw tech will do as well, but the difference is if they call it out, right? You eat like a regular combo instead of like a full like shimmy into punish counter into the worst thing they can do, right? Like if you do this and like, you know, they walk back or something, one, they just reset to neutral even heavier, right? If they try to delay or something like that, you don't get punish countered. So it makes a lot of sense. Is Gief command grab 360? I thought it's half circle forward. Yeah, no, it's 360. Half circle back is his the jump scare, right? Half circle back kicks is this one. By the way, Mr. Streamer, I had a couple of Narm mirrors against Ninebreaker and the coaching helped a ton. Thanks. Yo, I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, it's 360. Though again, it ends up being 270 plus a little bit, right? Like if you just give it, if you go forward and all the way up to like up back, right? Then that's also EC right there. Like that's an SPD as well. Forward, down, back, back, up, back. So you don't have to go like it's more like it's like a 270 a lot of the time, but half circle back is Manon, correct. And also Gief, Siberian Express / running bear grab / Russian suplex. You're going for a ride. But yeah, so that already is quite interesting, right? Like these, cause I a lot of the times had just given up on like I wish I could. What's a good way to? I mean, I think I should be relatively obvious, right? Like if you whiff a throw and they like walk back and punish counter you, even in the mid screen, a lot of characters off a punish counter, right, can get some pretty good damage. Like a lot of characters can still, they're not getting their best damage, but like, they can still do a lot to you, certainly, right, off of a punish counter. Versus again, like say that you jump or something like that. If I try to shimmy you and do this, I don't even get anything, right? So I do. Now I guess the difference is it might lose to some like strike. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It might. I was gonna say it might lose to some strike options that throw tech wouldn't. But like if you get frame trapped or something, the throw tech will get counter hit. So I really like this idea. Jump back in the mid screen when you want to guess throw instead of throw teching, right? Yeah. Or I guess backdash would work too, theoretically. Backdashing in the mid screen, but that might be more liable to get caught by a couple of things. I like it a lot. I guess Gief level 1 is the sort of, like, it's designed to beat exactly that. But besides that, there are very few things that, like, throw teching won't lose to that jumping back will. So I'm a big fan. There's a lot more there than I expected, honestly. I'm gonna cut, like, the first 10 minutes of this shit out because we talk about Pathfinder, but, like, this actually still went longer than I thought. Let's go watch some more stuff. Let's watch a different Gief, maybe. Any SF6 characters have good mid-screen damage, have good damage from a mid-screen jump other than Gief? Like, a back jump? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Like, if again, like, I guess if they hard call it out, if they hard call it out, could they like if I have Gief or Ryu blocking them back jump here, like they could probably, like, some characters could certainly follow you and get like an air-to-air combo, right? Like, I know, and they can do it even on like I'm not sure that anyone gets crazy shit on like non-counter hit though, right? I mean, Gief himself, again, Gief could still do this to you, right? Beating jump is kind of Gief's thing, to be fair, right? So, like, Gief can certainly kill you for it. But I'm not so sure, actually, that, like, characters are going to get, like, crazy shit. I mean, like, can Jamie, they buffed his kicks, I know that. Can he really get anything crazy here? Like, if I get out of range of Manon up kick, yeah, back jumping in particular, right? Like, can Jamie get, like... Yeah, so there are characters that can, like, because Jamie can get, like, bonk into, like, this, into a drink or something, right? So he can still certainly punish you for it. But even then, this is like, this is way better than what Jamie could theoretically get off, like, a punish counter, right? So that's still way better than what Jamie could get. Started raining so hard, it scared me. Thought it was a tree falling or something. God damn. What the fuck? Raining so hard, you thought it was a tree falling? Where the fuck? Do you live in the monsoon? Do you live in the storm that is approaching? So yeah, characters can certainly still punish you for this, but again, I mean, compare that to, like, if Jamie decides to shimmy you, right? Like, if instead, on block, I set Ryu to throw, common actions, normal throw, right? So if instead I set Ryu to throw, right, and I shimmy his ass, and we get bonk, right? Like, I don't know my Jamie combo, but, like, certainly this is gonna be significantly worse for you than anything else, right? Like, it's gonna be way worse than just like that little jump back combo we got. It's raining actual med. Let's go, dude. So I really like this idea, actually. I do still think that taking the throw in the mid screen is, like, worth doing a lot of the time. But, like, if you're gonna guess throw, you might as well jump back. Right? Sweeps seem to have great complement in this game. Anything goes into them on a juggle. Yeah, it's a good. I think it's because they usually end the combo by virtue of, like, their properties. So. Shatter is living next to a Kushala / Amatsu. Yeah. Sweeps seem to have... oh, no. Is Jamie the drunk guy? I heard it's more optimal to not drink him to full buff or something. It doesn't make sense for sure. It's not that it's more optimal. Like, obviously, he's at his best in drink level 4, right? It's just that you have to... A lot of the times, you have to give up Oki to do so, right? Like, so the classic example is, like, say you get a throw like this, right? Jamie could drink like this, and he's still plus. He's plus 7. Or he could be plus enough to get, like, another throw, basically, and go for a throw loop here. Right? Or, like, even go for, like, some throw, like, some throw bait shenanigans. So it's not that it's, like, not optimal. Like, drinking is great, but, it's not that he's not good at higher drink levels. It's just that there is, like, there's an opportunity cost to drinking that a lot of the times is not worth it, right? Yeah, let's go watch some more replays. There's a little steel roofing outside my window. That thing rings when it rains, and it's damn heavy rain for the season. Summer storm level? God damn. I hope that rain's all you get. Hope no actual storms go crazy. Hold on, my balls are hot. Call me... Wait, who's the guy? Who was the UFC fighter? Who was like, my balls is hot. That was like his post-fight interview. I'm gonna go turn on my fan. I wish we had summer storms, man. Drinking is great. Brick, we got him, boys. So true. Astaghfirullah. Getting my notation mixed up between 3 games and like 8 characters. It can be a problem. All right, we're still in livestock mode. Like I'm grazing right now. And actually, I was pleasantly surprised by like a couple of things that I think are quite actionable from that one Snake Eyes replay, right? So let's go take a look at some other Giefs maybe. Let's not tunnel vision on Snake. Master and Master. League requirements. Master and Master. There we go. Jamie looks cool at Alcoholic level 4, so true. How we all doing today? I'm doing well, Lactu. I hope you are as well. Alright, sort by league descending. Strange that it seems that league ultimate... I guess... Is it descending, like, alphabetically? Like, ultimate master... I thought it was descending by MR, but it seems like it's descending... No, it shouldn't be. It's weird that Ultimate Master comes before Legend in League Descending, but sure. What does grazing mean? The only time I heard any fighting game player say grazing, they're talking about Toho fighting games. I mean that I'm grazing, like I'm in livestock mode right now. Like my brain function is lowered. I'm stupid. I'm just a cow chewing cud on the fields. You know what I mean? I'm not. I have no. There's no. I spent all my brain power today on Pathfinder prep, so there's no higher level. There's no higher order reasoning right here. I'm just fucking. Yeah, I'm just chewing. I'm just chewing cud on the fields. Which is why we're watching replays and not playing the video game. Narmaya hours? Yeah. I mean that I'm going livestock mode. Not to be confused with the glazing, which we'll be all about to do to Gallia. Indeed, in many ways. Let's watch... Kobe on JP. Could watch Kobe on JP. Kind of down to watch this Pongi fella fight this Tomo Rock individual. This little DJ. He does lose. We can still try and take some lessons from it. Maybe learn how they play defense. Zangief Balatro, yeah. Balao! And the pop-off when he was fighting Kakeru in the Kumite, that shit was so good. Okay, yeah. I've been using the jump scare a little bit more. Interesting. Drive rush knee. I'm curious. God, I fucking love Street Fighter 6's replay system so much. You know? No, he was safe. That would have recovered in time. Yeah. God, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, he spaces out the knee so that it's safe to DI. DJ is such a cool guy. I love his character. Yeah. He spaces out the knee so it'll be safe to DI. It's obviously, it'll be very plus, and when he jumps like this, he gets a full combo. Really good. Very interesting. Yeah, drive rush knee as an Oki option if you can, you know, if you can do it properly. I mean, I guess off Siberian Express specifically, because it gives you better Oki than SPD, right? So off Siberian Express specifically, I guess this is a good Oki option. Because it looks like it beats DI and the time. Like, is he doing it as soon as he can? I kind of want to, like, watch this, like, frame by frame almost. Advanced frames. God, they've got everything, man! How many frames is he drive rushing for? I wish I could see it on the frame meter down there. 14? He cancels into it out of it in 14 frames? I think that's a little later than he could have done, right? I forget what the fastest thing you could do. First round in for Pongi after Snake Eyes. Can already see the duality of Gief. Yeah, much more aggressive, right? I forget how quickly you can cancel out of it, right? Why does Gief always move back after his grabs? Does he know his win con is getting the opponent's face? Yeah, is he stupid? So yeah, I guess... I'll keep a note on this. I want to test knee Oki after jump scare. Cause is this like auto timed to beat DI and B+? That's going on, Razzle. He's being sportsman-like, so true. He's keeping kayfabe. All good answers. Caught his ass, what, backdashing on wake up? Mashing on wake up? What'd he do? Yeah, trying to backdash. Got caught, yeah. Similar idea though, right? Again, like, doesn't get counter hit or punish countered, unlike if he tried to throw on wake up, maybe. What was this? Caught him again. Trying to jump out of the corner, so true. Get back, baby. Okay. Show him to the core, have to show the opponent hurting, yeah. Those golden gloves on DJ, by the way, I'm a big fan. Got the iron knuckles. He's got big hands, I just realized. Big ass hands. I guess DJ is a pretty big guy. This is that Giefs on screen. Okay, yeah, using the lights. The duality of Gief is certainly here, right? This is, like, again, yeah, a much more aggressive Gief than Snake Eyes, certainly. A lot more jumping. That is also a different matchup. But yes. Sure. Got his SPD guest, it happens. When Gief's on screen, everyone's a little guy. Do. The hands and feet size in SF is pretty funny. I mean, it is like intentional. It's visual design, right, to make things clearer. But DJ and JP are both bigger guys than you'd think. I mean, JP looks like something about the proportions on that man's arms. He looks big. You don't have to convince me that he's large for sure. JP has like the straight up like gorilla forearms, man. Maon's foot is almost as long as her shin, and we love her for it. Okay. Parry gets guests. Freedom. Perfect parry on wake up. Yeah, go for the side swap. Makes sense. What does he do here now? Okay, yeah, he really is losing the 50-50 quite often, huh? I guess if anything, he's command grabbing a little too much. So-called foot enjoyers playing Jerry when Manon is right there. Manon has those canoes. Yeah, the hands and feet in Street Fighter are they're oversized on purpose. Because, you know, it's important to, you know, you watch them to, like, see what the character's doing. What happened here? Oh, just delayed it. Delayed the medium punch there, caught him mashing. Okay. Not discouraged off the 50-50. I mean, he went for a few more strikes, right? But certainly good. I might be Manon. Or is your foot as long as your shin? It's about probably 1.5 of mine. My shin's like 1.5 to 1.7 of my feet, probably. Zangief in a size 22s, yeah. That's quite the confirm, damn. Good to see you, bud. What's going on, Spartan? Ow, ow. Just, like, an absolutely absurd amount of jumped SPDs here, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I want to test something real quick before I forget, because I will forget. And this also actually, weirdly, I think a mistake that he was kind of punished for here reminds me of something that I do as well that I need to worry about. So let's go back to training 1 sec here. I wonder why the devs want us to watch out for Chun-Li's thighs. Now listen, some things are oversized for other reasons. Maybe the main thing that makes me interested in MK1, the character and pose design doesn't seem to be made for gameplay clarity. Everyone looks like generic person standing. I'm trying to make it look a little bit more realistic, I guess, to the detriment of the visual interestingness. I'm playing a lot of League lately. Gonna start on Granblue again Thursday as I prepare for the rinsing I'll get from you Saturday. A little bit of League. A little bit of League. Alright, so I guess, is this like a in the corner thing only? So he did Siberian Express. I want Ryu to recover. Is it a hard knockdown? I think it is a hard knockdown, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it shouldn't matter. So if we just do it here in the mid-screen, right? So I guess I want Ryu to wake up DI first. We want to try that. Wake up reversal. Drive impact. And I'm just going to knee as soon as I can. Okay, so I recover in time, but it doesn't actually hit, right? The quickest you can actually, if you hold the button, you get it as fast as you can, right? That's 21 frames as soon as I can act out of that? Doesn't seem right. No, it's 8 to 21, right? So that's... Oh, and also the startup of the knee itself is included in that, yeah. So the 14 frames is included. So that's 7 frames. You can cancel it on... So he canceled it on frame 14, so there's a bit of a delay there, right? But it looks like maybe... Like, if you delay this a bit... Yeah, you can have it... Like, it's not super hard to both have it hit meaty and also recover in time to beat anyone trying to wake up DI, right? Yeah, yeah. So this seems like actually a pretty good idea. Off Siberian Express in particular, right? Because the Oki on this is different and also better than it is off SPD. Like, if we don't have Ryu do anything on Wake Up. Off SPD, you're left further away, right? And also you're plus 30, where here you're left a little bit closer. You're not, like, literally full screen, if I remember. It's about the same. You're plus... Oh, actually, it actually is about the same. Plus 29 and plus 30. Can you do this on SPD as well? I thought... Okay, hold on. If I have Ryu... No, yeah, you're certainly a little further away on SPD, right? Oh, don't do that. Yeah, it seems like you probably, I guess, it just the screen can zoom out more or less. Well, not really. Oh yeah, it can a little bit. Yeah, yeah. So I think you probably are left further away on SPD. It seems. The designer's poorly disguised fetish, barely even disguised, publicly admitted. Yeah. Yeah. On this, it seems more realistic, right? Off of this, it's quite easy to get drive rush knee and have it be like a real thing that also beats the like. There's a wide variety of timings there, seemingly, that both hit meaty and beat DI, and it should be plus. Off SPD, not quite as much, which makes sense, right? They don't want him to get Oki off SPD, no real good Oki anyway, right? You can delay it a little bit, but yeah, you have to delay it so much that it probably becomes not even a meaty anymore. Like it only beats DI at that point. Yeah, you can delay it enough, but I don't know if that at that point that might not like if I wish I could have. I wish I could do it at like the same time. If Ryu instead, how do I figure this out? I want to basically figure out like if I do the knee on the same timing, is there a timing that both beats DI and beats a wake up button? If we just have him like wake up crouching light punch, because knee does extend a pretty big hurt box, right? We have to delay the knee quite a lot to beat DI. Yeah. So that's like a purely a DI call out, right? Whereas on Siberian Express, I think it should beat both. Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. So that is real. I believe, like, not the most rigorous testing in the world, but that's real, and that's a good thing to do. If we ever do find ourselves getting the, oh my god, I'm sorry, Ryu. If we ever do find ourselves getting the jump scare, right? Also, that's really funny that beats that. That's insane. If you just throw here, I guess on reaction, or you can interrupt it with just about anything. But yeah, if we ever do find ourselves getting the jump scare, we can always drive rush knee after for real Oki, right? Which we can't otherwise get on what's it called on SPD. So that's one thing, right? So I think this can go from test knee Oki after jump scare to do knee Oki after Siberian Express, right? And the other thing that he actually got kind of killed for. Funny that you can hug back on the bear hug, yeah. The other thing that he kind of got killed for that I do a lot, and that I want to put on this list just because I've felt it killing me a lot, and I bet if I looked at it in more depth, I get a lot of my hits are like this. Stop jumping out of pressure. Because he got killed for this one round. He didn't do it that much, but he did, like, it happened to him. It reminded me of how often I do this. The amount of times that, like, someone, like, Ryu right here will go, it's cancelable, yeah. He'll go, like, stand medium punch into drive rush cancel stand medium punch or something. And because my dumbass doesn't want to be in the corner, I'll block this and jump and get hit exactly like that, right? Like, this happens to me so many times. I, like, block something and try to jump out, and I get murdered for it, right? It's really bad, man. Don't do this. We can just block. Or we can just block, we'll find our way out of it eventually, right? We'll find our way out of it. But, like, jumping like this, like, holding up forward out of the corner is that's a wake-up option if you think they're gonna throw. That's all it is, right? That's all it is. If you're reading throw, then sure. Otherwise, like, sometimes I just do it because I just don't want to be here. That's a bad idea. Let's go back here and watch a few more. Far Siberian Express versus DI because of the hit of armor. I mean, it should work. That will be the running bear grab at long distance. It's a little bit trolly, but a communication error has occurred. Oh, Steam maintenance, man. What the fuck? All right. Sure thing, bestie. Whatever you say. I forgot. It's Tuesday. I always forget this somehow. Like 50 weeks in a row, I've forgotten this. Time to talk about Pathfinder again? Let's fucking go, dudes! I don't ever jump out of pressure, and my corner stat is 1 to 13 to me jump sometimes. Yeah. Jumping is not... You'll notice when people... in Granblue, right? Sometimes someone jumps out of the corner and I go, what the fuck? You hit him with the Street Fighter 6? Because jumping out of the corner is not a bad idea, but you have to do it as a throw read, right? Because throw loops are such a big thing in Street Fighter 6. If you think someone's gonna throw, by all means, up forward, right? If you're gonna jump a throw, you might as well up forward. So, like, when you take the health tax on the DP, you at least get out of the corner, right? So, yes, you should certainly jump out of the corner relatively commonly if you think they're gonna throw, right? It's more that I jump out of it on, like, strike pressure, and I just hope there's a gap, right? Jumping's not a tool to read? Yeah, I mean, it's an anti-throw loop tech. It's not an anti-strike pressure tech, which I use it as, and I get killed for it a lot. For the day you live Drive Rush Neoki was the best day of your life, but for Steam it was Tuesday, yeah. You watch any videos from the channels I sent you? No, I have not, no. Basically, I finished a stream yesterday, and I just edited, and then I went to sleep. I don't have that much free time, man. I'll keep it in mind. If I ever feel like, there are times, certainly, where I feel like I have a content drought, I'll keep it in mind, but, I'm probably not going to, like, you know, immediately hop on and, like, watch all their videos, so don't worry about it too much. But yeah, so jumping out of the corner is not bad, right? It is, Brick hates you personally, that's right. That's correct. So yeah, don't, also, when you say your corner stat is 113, what does that mean? What is that, when you say, well, my corner stat is 1 to 13, is that something the game shows you? But yeah, man, you guys should try Pathfinder, man. If you like tabletop RPGs, that shit's straight gas. Too bad that even jumping forward don't work against some characters like Ed or Akuma if they're on point. I mean, everyone should be able to DP you. But a lot of the times you get out of the corner at the very least, right? Can Akuma keep you in the corner? Time cornering, time being cornered? Oh, wow. Damn. You might be being a little too defensive, yeah. Reminds me I need someone to look over my SF6 replays sometime. True. I don't even do replay review for Grab Blue anymore, bad. I really should. Akuma does keep you? How does he do that? Is it if he, like, demon flips over you when you jump over him? Or this is ODDP, let him side swap. He has some wild conversions. Interesting. I mean, Gief doesn't keep you, but he can OD lariat you and then keep up pressure in the mid screen, right? So it's kind of a little bit in the middle. Mike can catch you with a Ryu Boon to combo and almost carry you all the way to the other corner if you jump out of the corner. Fair enough. Fair enough. You seem to love my CFN name. Gives people a good chuckle. We'll wait for Steam maintenance to be over, I guess. Highlights. There's a dog laying on me. I think this is suboptimal for my performance. No, you have the Beastmaster buff, man. Nikali Culkin, that's good. I do like that. Exactly. What kind of performance are we talking about, right? Is it peak happiness? What do I get off, like, ranged stand heavy punch? I feel like I need to, like, convert, like, off, like, long range like this. I feel like I get, like, no good conversion. Or at the very least, I'm kind of ass at it. I mean, like, that's not horrible, but it's not great, right, for a heavy... Because, like, up close, we can do stuff like this. Oh, okay, apparently that's not even quite up close enough. Wait. Mai's basically doing the fitness Grand Pacer test, going back to back. You don't have enough time to like, dash up and do something off this, do you? No, you don't, yeah. See, like, from a lot of ranges, it feels like you don't really get anything too crazy off of this guy, right? I guess, should I be doing this instead for the mid-screen? Like, maybe that's the answer. From, like, range? Like, if you're really close, then sure, you can do this into that, into, you know, Borscht for big damage. Like, from even a little bit further away, it might actually be more efficient to, like, do this for punish counters, right? You could even end that in OD if you want. Can you level 1 after, maybe? True? Even from far range? That's probably not, like, even from, if Ryu's, like, real far away here. Like, if we do this and we hit the, like, nearly max range. Is this gonna work? Of course not, because Gief level 1. We can maybe Drive Rush and level 1? Oh, I'm ass. Don't talk to me. Oh. Nice try. Yeah. I mean, from some ranges, certainly. Like, that should work. Okay, I was a little worried. That should work. That's still 4K, yeah. But it seems like as you get further away, it's probably better to just do this, right? And do something like that. You could even do this if you want to continue and, like, get Oki. That's all. It's very drive gauge intensive, certainly, but... Can you do, Can you do anything fancy off this? Can you Borscht off that? Maybe. Hold on. I'm kind of curious. Oh, okay. So it's not max. It's not like infinite range, but yeah. Can you go like bonk, bonk, Borscht? Oh, I fucked it up. Hold on. We'll get there. Trying to do it as fast as possible. So yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Anyone? You can do level 1 here too, but Hell Stab level 1 is a pain in the ass. And I assume you can't do, Crouching Medium Punch level 1 here. Because it won't get you, like, the good knockback, right? You want the good girl, but you need the bad pussy? Yeah, no. That's not gonna combo to level 1. Yeah, but okay, still, like, you know, in the mid-screen, using this as, like, your whiff punish into nonsense. It's also really good corner carry, right? I mean, not really good. Let's not go crazy. It's a Street Fighter 6, but, like, it's good for Gief. Again, you can still do this if you want to spend a little bit more, and then that really is, like, really, really good shit, right? Her plan A is very easy. Mine? Her plan is very easy. Problems when you have to construct a plan B or C with her. Apparently she's very good. I don't know. I have not really followed the discourse or the arguments of why Mai is very good or why she's not. I feel like this hasn't been quite as much discourse about her as there has been about some other characters, like previous DLC and stuff. Hello, chat streamer. What's going on, Tati? I mean, certainly in the corner, something like this is better, right? But yeah, I think using this guy as a punish counter move, not even just on throws. It's like if someone. There's a lot of times, for example, where, like, Marissa, I feel like, is the character this happens on very commonly, right? Where, a lot of Marissas are just fucking whiffing shit from distance just because they, you know, God gave them big buttons, so I guess they you know, they feel like they have to. Like, yeah, the amount of Marissas that just, like, do shit like this, right? So I guess, yeah, even using, you know, using this as the whiff punish button. So a lot of times, you know, I'll whiff punish a Marissa from range like this, and then I really won't get very much at all. But I guess, can we do the same... Can we do like a similar style of combo, like drive rush knee? No, not really. Yeah, it's like using this. Ooh, it's got a little bit less range though, certainly, right? Oh! You know, that's very interesting. That's some really good drive gauge damage. I did that accidentally. That was a misinput. That's actually not a bad idea, because that's... Woof! Look at that drive gauge swing on the punish counter. I did that on accident, but I actually like that a lot. I mean, you're spending about as much drive gauge as they are, to be fair, right? But, like, it's good to have as an option at the very least. I guess if you want to go real crazy with it, you could do this, probably. Right? And then drive impact the rest? Oh, can you not? I guess you can't. Her main thing is that her fan pressure can be hard to deal with and has very threatening throw loops. Brick my man, you want to hear a cool setup? I'll certainly hear it. You can't do a similar thing off this, can you? I don't think so. Also, yeah, the whiff punish is just not as inspiring on this, certainly. Can you go like, oh, from too far away, you won't even get the drive rush knee? Is that real? Feel like max range punishing with this thing? Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so, like, I guess from, like, super duper long range, we're still... Oh, what the hell? Why is this happening like this? Must be doing something wrong, right? There you go. Yeah, we can't do that. Stand heavy kick, punish counter, hell stab, drive rush cancel, first hit of stomp. Stand heavy kick, punish counter. Hell stab, drive rush cancel, first hit of stomp. Make sure the opponent's set to back tech? What is this? So I guess this has to be really up close, right? How long are we waiting here? I guess we wait for the hell stab to, like, fully knock them down. And then you stomp after? Like that? Then do a charge drop kick in the air. It sets up a dash cancel heavy kick. Do a charge drop kick in the... What the f... Oh, no, okay, so you don't... What? So you do the stomp immediately? Like that? That's what you're talking about, right? This is very strange, but... And also, costs a shit ton of drive gauge, but... I guess the idea is if they like, wake up mash, they die? You know what, I'll get back to you on that one? I assume that's what you mean, right? It's like you do this, and then that? I can send a clip of it? Sure, yeah. It sets up a dash cancel heavy kick. A dash cancel heavy... I have no idea. I don't got you. I haven't the foggiest. Let's go see if C maintenance is over. Should be, I think. Stand medium kick, stand heavy kick looking for counter hit involves putting out two very unsafe moves back to back. Her medium punch can be hard to use cleanly in neutral because you might get the 6 MP overhead. And she has no access to any plus normals with no DR. That's not... I will say, like, the no plus normals thing I've seen cited a lot for Mai. That's not that big a weakness in this game, right? It's not that, like, in general, plus frame normals are a very big deal. It's true, right? But, like, a lot of characters don't have too much in the way of plus frames, right? At the end of the day, you can't always find them through the drive gauge. Looks like Steam maintenance is in fact over. Cool. Yep. Steam maintenance is done. Let's go do something more replay. Because, like, you know, Ken has no plus normals either, right? I'm not saying it's not a weakness. I'm saying it's just, you know, no plus normals is not necessarily like a wowie zowie. Does Dalsum have any plus normals? Dalsum can space his slide to be plus. Otherwise, I have no idea. I don't think so. It's not terrible, but it makes sequencing pressure tricky. Fair. I don't want double Gief. No. Gief and any character. Start search. Sort, League, Descending, which somehow puts Ultimate Master first. That's fine. You know, let's watch let's watch this Kobe on. Let's watch Kobe on 2-0. This JP here. He then loses 0-2, but that's fine. We'll watch the dub. Can he crouch heavy punch my beloved? Yeah, I mean, Gief is very special in that he has his stand light punches plus, his crouch light punches plus, his headbutt is plus, knee can be spaced to be plus. Stand heavy punches plus, right? Like Gief has like 6 plus buttons or something. But obviously, you know, that's he pays his price for that. It's a nice JP giving a piano. Take piano. So true. So what are we looking for here? I like parry as an answer to JP teleporting like that. But I say that. I was gonna say I find like I often try to like lariat or something. I get my shit rocked. But I guess parry. You could just empty land and punish counter throw you, but because of the portal being set up there, maybe? Is that why? I don't actually know. I thought about it for more than 2 seconds. I'm like, that's kind of a weird choice, actually. Wonder if it was just a panic option. A lot of JPs love throw after teleport. I mean, yeah, usually they're doing it, they teleport when they see you parrying anyway, right? Okay. He back through him. Okay. Gives him a lot of space to work with, I suppose. Nice. He's like fucking dead. No? Am I stupid? This is where like now this is where I love I guess maybe he's barely alive. Oh god, I fucking missed it because I was scratching my ear. Is he fucking dead here? No, he's not. Okay. It's close, but he's not. Now, you don't burn yourself out, but I mean, yeah, you have to be very careful. This is the kind of shit that I would do here that might lose me the round, probably, right? Because you have to be very careful with your drive gauge against JP. Because burning out against him is basically a lose condition. Right? Yeah, so... no matter how ahead you are. So I do like this idea instead, why not? Still a shit ton of damage, right? And keeps him full on drive gauge instead of spending any of it. Double amnesia all the way across the sky. That's 5520 damage. Yeah, I mean, he had like 5600 health or something. 5700 health. Round start EX portal and teleport every time, huh? Yeah, this super is so scary now, man, because you can't even parry this. It used to be like you could be like, you know, fine, I'll parry this, take your punish counter throw and be happy about it. Now he combos off the throw, man. It's scaled, but like this JP level 2 is just it's even scarier than it used to be. It's crazy. Double amnesia all the way, that's right. Yeah, back jumping. You see it again. That we saw Snake Eyes do this. Now I see it used against the Gief, but it's like back jumping when you want to tech a throw in neutral, right? Or in the mid screen rather. I like that idea a lot. Get swept, nerd. Okay. Jumping there to follow up. Does that always work? It's not a safe jump, right? It's a like if he, but I mean, JP does not have like a traditional DP anyway, right? It's kind of nice because this I want to hold on because this is that following that EX lariat is very like drive gauge expensive, right? So test JMP Oki after EX lariat. I'm curious about that. I want to take a look at that. It's something that, like, you know, one of the reasons I spend so much time in like yellow drive is because I really want the Oki mid screen off getting like Hellstab EX lariat like this. And usually to chase back techs, I drive rush after people, right? It lets you get a media headbutt. That's good, but if there's like a more budget option sometimes, if that, I want to see what the pros and cons of that are. Level 1 out of the super? I think that shit would hit you. I think it would actually lose. Yeah. Cease and desist. This is a bad place. Being this low on drive gauge against JP is never good. Yeah, when he puts down the portals, that is your chance. You know, you can try to go a little more aggressive on it, right? I need to hit the lab. Had a dumb idea. Especially good for JP because he likes distance. Yeah. The back jumping. Oh, what the? Okay. It's a lot of walking, right? A lot of walking. Certainly, like, a pattern among the good Giefs is a lot of walking and, like, not a shit ton of jumping, like I might do, you know? Who would have thought? But yeah, a lot of, like, just, you know, even in a matchup like this, where you might be like, I need to get in now, a lot of just, like, walking him down. Walk and block, walk and parry, he's dead. Should be, anyway. Yellow health and 2400 damage is, like, almost always dead, and he is in this case as well. Now, observe. Shall we? Well, I want to, immediately I want to leave. You have to be patient against JP and Sim. I'm starting to think you have to be patient against everyone. A little bit. I'm seeing a lot more walking against every kind of character. With these legend Giefs compared to myself. That's what, I want to test something out. This is your last pride? Damn. Gief killing you at the pride parade? Not because he's homophobic, but because you are a bad person. You are evil. Walking is scary. Okay, so I want to check something out real quick. So say we do this and we have Ryu set to back tech, right? Yeah. Right. So like, yeah, so he does that. I mean, presumably, first off, yeah, it definitely beats. Let's not have always punish counter on, but that should certainly beat like any kind of wake up mash attempt, right? Let's get the actual good hit of EX Lariat there. Yeah, beats any wake up match attempt, nice and easy. Certainly would lose to Ryu doing wake up OD Shoryu though, right? Which is okay. That's fine. I think if you expect DP, you can empty jump here. But yeah, lose to that. If we think he's gonna do that, I think we can empty jump and block it. Yeah, it's like a fake safe jump, right? Like it's like a safe jump that only works if you don't get the extra 3 frames of landing lag or whatever when you do a button. But sure, so yeah, loses to that. How plus are, I guess the question becomes, if they block this, how plus are we after the jump medium punch? Alright, so I want you to block after first hit, I suppose. This I think should set you to block on wake up. Well, +9, you know. That's pretty good. That's... I like this, actually. The smart ones will not back roll, so you don't get the empty jump. If you block skin SPD, I mean, yeah, that seems pretty nice, right? Or said something rude to Zangief alt skin 9. Yeah. Gief, don't do that. That could be homophobic. No. I would assume JP's a counter protester of some sort to get that kind of treatment. Damn. JP unbased? Entirely unsurprising, honestly. Yeah, so you're +8, +9, depending. Let's please don't do anything on block there, Ryu. Stop doing that. Looks like +9 is, if you time it, you know, it's about the best you can get. Well, plus at that point, actually, if you like do it really low to the ground, does it even beat? Again, if we do wake up reversal and he does crouch light punch or something, right? He just mashes his fastest button. Does this even beat that at that point if we go super deep like this? Oh, okay. I did it too deep to the point where it canceled. But I'm trying to do it way too deep, and I'm getting it to cancel like this. Wait, 1 sec. Oh, yes, still, yeah, it still will, but you don't need to be +11, right? +9 is already, like, from that spacing, already probably good enough, right? See, I mean, off +9 at the spacing that leaves you at, that's like, you can probably headbutt right away. Like, I don't think lights are necessarily reaching you there, right? So that becomes a matter of, like, trade comboing with mediums, probably. After EX Lariat, if they don't back roll, I believe you can't empty jump. Let's see. If we set Ryu to recover in place. Yeah, we're -6. So I think he should kill us like that, right? If he wakes up with OD Shoryu. Wait, back roll isn't... Wait. Aren't we -6 here too? Don't wake up with OD Shoryu yet. I lied. Don't do that. And do recover backwards. Is it really? Is it really? I thought the frames were the same on both techs. No, -6. No, yeah. I think we're good, right? I think we're good. Recover in place. Wake up OD Shoryu. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, no, still works. Still works. You just can't ever hit a button, right? Okay, so, yeah, I guess if they don't backtech, how does this change? I think if they don't backtech, it just gets better for us, probably, right? If we don't have him wake up OD Shoryu for a second. If they don't backtech, to be fair, you can just, you know, like, if you know, if they're doing it on purpose, then fair, but a lot of times you don't even need to then, you know, spend the drive gauge to chase them down. You can just, like, do this. And, like, you know, meaty headbutt their ass. Let's say we do this exact same idea, and they don't backtech. I mean, we could probably, like, start even hitting them with, like, meteor buttons on the way down, right? To get even more plus frames. Well, that's, you know, it's actually not that... we can hit lower with that, certainly. Yeah. It's actually not that much more plus than Jump Medium Punch, though. Who would have thought? Jump Medium Punch, kind of a heavy boy. Jesus. Yeah. But yeah, so that is, honestly, I kind of like that a lot. I did a quick showcase of the setup anywhere I can send it to you. Put it in the, if you want to join the Discord, you can put it in the Street Fighter 6 channel there. I'll take a look at it after stream, probably. I like this. I like, because normally what I do when they like to chase people who are backteching, which is like most like good players eventually will do this as like their default at the very least, right? Is I'll do this, and then I'll chase them down with a drive rush and get the meaty headbutt that way, and that's real. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's 3 drive bars, right? So it gets real expensive, like real fast. This is still 2 drive bar. I guess the meaty headbutt will give you some back, but like, you know, this is a lot. This is a lot nicer. Like if you're lower on drive gauge, or if you don't want to spend it, right? Or if you don't have any super gauge to make up for that, or if like you're down on drive gauge compared to them or something. I do like the idea of, you know, stuff like this. Right, and from this, yeah, plus 10, like, this is amazing, right? This is full on like headbutt or SPD mix, right? So I like it a lot, actually. I like it a lot. It's 34 megabytes Discord size limits. I'll do a streamable link. Sure. What's the hardest useful Gief combo in your opinion? I mean, maybe I'm just ass, but like Hell Stab into level 1. Right? Like that. I don't think Gief has a ton of like, at least not that I know of. I don't think Gief has a ton of like super difficult high execution combos that are also like actual staples for his stuff, right? But being able to do Hell Stab into level 1 consistently certainly helps, right? There's a lot of times where, like, you know, Gief's optimal conversion off something is, like, whatever thing that launches into Hell Stab into level 1. But me personally, at least, I find this to be a really annoying cancel. And, I mean, God forbid I'm on this side of the screen. I'm not gonna get this shit in, like, 5 tries. Oh, I'm goated today? That, genuinely probably that, right? There's a lot of, like, they gave us headbutt into crouch medium punch, so you can do, you know, you can do this into level 2 a little bit easier. This is certainly easier to do than Hell Stab into level 2. But for level 1, there's, like, even right here, for example, you know, Hell Stab into level 1, I fucked it up, see? Hell Stab into level 1 will be the best thing you could do off that. Or at least the most drive gauge efficient thing you could do off that. Right. So probably that. Are you on pad? I am indeed, yes. And I suffer for it. Well, in some cases. In some aspects. I also don't use the D-pad. I use, there you go. He's goated. I use analog stick for all my inputs. It's just what I'm used to. But yeah, so that probably. Otherwise, I don't think Gief... Like, Gief has a lot of combos, but a lot of them are very easy, right? I feel like a lot of the Gief combos are very, like, very low. Like, you know, like everyone should be able to do, like, this, right? For his, like, max damage, like, punish counter stuff. So I guess Gief does have, like, some... this is... I just don't know this, but Gief has, like, some weird setups. Like, he has, like, some weird, like, pseudo safe jump shit with, like, this, like, charge dive kick, canceling it, like, right before you hit the ground. So if they block it, you're, like, plus or something, right? We can do stuff like that, right? So this, I guess, this I don't even know about, though. But yeah, maybe that is, like, practical and useful. If you start from down back for the first motion of Hell Stab, it's more consistent. So you mean, like, you kind of roll... Like, you do, like, to do Hell Stab, you kind of roll from down back? Like that? Like, kind of like that, you're saying? Yup, that actually makes... That's a good tip. I like that. It's weird to me right now, but I can certainly see how then doing a second quarter circle would be easier, right? Yeah, I do like that. That's weird. It's like that, like it's new to me, right? But I can definitely see how if I practice that a bit, that'll be way more consistent than trying to go like straight up from, you know, this into 2 quarter circles right away. I do like that quite a bit. That's a nice tip. I appreciate that. I understand you're paying. Can't even do level 1 cancels on leverless. Yeah. But yeah, this is big. I like this. It's like, you know, drive gauge. These like little things of like drive gauge efficiency, right? Are big. So I do like the fact that we were able to pick that up. So okay, let's not, again, it's not test jump Oki after EX Lariat anymore. It's incorporate JMP Oki after EX Lariat. I like it. More drive efficient. I don't think I would always do this necessarily, right? Like there might still be times where it's preferable to do the drive rush after, but like it's just good to know that you have the option, right? Like if it's like a for game situation, I might be more willing to do this instead, right? Because this leads to more immediate like potential for death, or if we have like a level 3 or something like that. But like this, you know, off like regular old bread and butter knockdown in the mid screen, I see no reason to not do some of that, right? And you can also, yeah, I guess if this hits, it's probably gonna hit like at best like counter hit, right? It's gonna be counter hit a lot of the time. If this hits, you probably get like big combo as well, right? I mean, right there, that's plus enough for headbutt. But at the very least, we should be able to most of the time, you know, go bonk, bonk, bonk or something, right? Worst case. But yeah, if we time it really well, then it should, on a counter hit anyway, it should be possible to go into headbutt, which is even better, obviously, right? So yeah, really good, really good. I like that. It's all there. You're gonna love it, I swear. Yeah, I'll take a look at it in a bit here. Let's go back. Let's go back. You jump out of JP level 2 with Gief level 1? Well, I don't think you can, right? Because Gief level 1 only has like 9 frames of invul. It's like, wouldn't one of the portals catch you on the way out? You can beat Gief, or you can beat JP Wake Up level 1 with Gief level 1. Because Gief level 1 is one of the few level 1s that is not only strike invuln, but also projectile invuln. So, the first portal is low in front, so you can jump over it? I guess so. I mean, at that point, you just eat a full punish counter combo from JP, though, because you're like minus 70, right? It does genuinely, so we can take a look at this here, right? It does beat, I saw this, once, right? If for some reason you're on chip, right? If you're burnt out on chip and JP wakes up level 1 and you read it, you can't block it, you can't parry it. You could, like, you're in burnout, right? You could wake up, you could respond with Giefs level 1 and you beat him. That's kind of like one of the weird times where using short no bog, using the invul on Giefs level 1 is actually worth it, right? Like right here. You're actually still +6 here as Gief. Optimizing for comedy, that's fair. This is like genuinely like, this is actually like in, you know, if hypothetically I was like, you know, I was like here, right, and I was burnt out, and he did this, right? Like if I block this, I die. Even if I read this and I block it, okay, right from right there it doesn't kill me, but yeah, you know, if it was gonna kill me, like it actually does become the optimal thing to do here, right? Is do this, and then like SPD his ass. I think you can probably, I mean, if you're in the corner, you can like probably heavy SPD his ass and get a shit ton of damage, right? Yeah, very funny. Very technically, you know, something that only Gief level 1 could do. Would you invuln through that with Gief level 2? Well, I mean, why would you? Less super meter, less super meter, bigger person or something, right? You can like it actually genuinely does work to just do Gief level 1 there. You can SPD him after even get a punish. But you could do level 2 as well, certainly. That'd be like the more traditional idea. But yeah, level 2 should work. It's projectile invul. Less super, more optimal person. Indeed, indeed. Do. Alright, back to the well. More Giefethan. League requirements. Master. I guess I'm sorting them by descending anyway, so it doesn't matter, but like, let's just master anyway. Make sure that both people are master rank. Alright, League descending. Rank to match. Let's see, we watched some Kobayan. Watch a little bit of Pong Gief. Watch a little bit of Snake Eyes earlier. It's the same 3 Master Giefs. So, I mean, honestly, who? R.I.D. Jr. Who are you? I don't know. Cheminsky? Let's watch this guy fight DJ. Last guy we saw fight this DJ got blown up. So let's see if we can learn anything new here. Can't remember where I saw the JP level 1 wake up punish, but it was a case where JP tried to chip the Gief player and the Gief player read it and did level 1. It's less minus, you can punish with SPD. Yep. That's like the only time that like the Gief level 1 is actually useful as a reversal, right? Okay, yeah, sure. Immediate drive rush check. Also, what are these Gief colors, man? They're so vibrant. What is this? What is this like white and blue? I kind of like these. He's got like the Kurt Angle colors, you know what I'm talking? Where'd he get that? It's so bright. I kind of fuck with it. Where is that? Do you have to buy this or something? This is a color, right? It's not a new costume. Oh, he tried it again. Tried to check it with stand leg kick, but DJ Drive Rush comes for us all. Baby blue Gief. I kind of like it, man. It pops. It makes his eyes pop. Oh, God. Oh, God. So true, DJ. Mayonnaise container themed Gief? Don't be a hater, man. Same round start. So true. What is he? Yeah. Oh. You can get that on counter hit, huh? I know, I always thought on counter hits you did this, right? You did drive rush into crouch medium punch. Is that more or less damage? 956. 956. It's the same, I guess. I mean, this is more plus, right? But I guess you can. Well, actually, is it? I guess it's fun to. Wait, what? Why is this? No, it's the same damage. Yeah, okay. It's the same thing, I guess. This just has more reach, I suppose. I guess this would be better if you somehow fucked it up and they blocked it, but sure. Replay review, replay takeover continues to be the goated feature, by the way. What's wrong with being a Mayo container? That stuff is great. That's fair. Are Mika's color scheme? I suppose so. Bonk. He doesn't go for the Lariat. I mean, here, I feel like Lariats will be pretty good there. Like, in the mid-screen, no, right? But, in the corner, Lariat gives you plus 27. Like, you know, it's good Oki here, right? I mean, I guess he's plus 47 here, is that right? It says plus 47. Yeah. Huh. Sure. Is that a safe jump? I don't think so, right? Gief needs like plus 44 for a safe jump? That would be 2 plus, actually. The safe jump is normally plus 43 in this game, but Gief has an extra pre-jump frame. So I think it's plus 44 for him. Is 5 heavy punch Gief's longest poke? It might be his sweep? I'm actually not sure if his stand heavy punch has longer range than his sweep. It does rear forward a bit. Sweep's pretty big. You watching Giefs today? Indeed, yeah. I'm in grazing mode. I'm going livestock mode. I'm grazing. So we're watching some replays, trying to learn instead. Been a bit since we did this too, honestly. Oh, okay. EX Lariat on the whiff, sure. Something I've seen a couple of Giefs do, actually, like 2 separate Giefs. Stuff that, like, yeah, travels between Giefs is pretty consequential, right? Like whiffing, like when they whiff something like this, they try to EX Lariat as like a quick, just salvage option. Drive rush stand, leg kick, drive rush cancel, crouch medium kick. Can't be interrupted with ODDP even if it's blocked. Is that not true about crouch medium punch, though? Aren't they the same startup? Should it not be the same? Aren't they both 8 frames? Actually, no. Isn't crouch medium kick 9 frames? Crouch medium punch is a frame faster, yeah? Should be even uninterruptible or... I believe crouch medium punch can be? Wait, isn't it 1 frame faster? Sweep greater than stand medium kick. Greater than stand heavy kick? Wait, actually? Stand medium kick is bigger than stand heavy kick? Are you sure? What is this combo? What the fuck? Drive rush, crouch, medium punch. Drive rush, hell stab, level 1. God damn. Wait a minute. Could he have killed doing something simpler here? I almost wonder. Like, did that scale his shit too much? I'm almost a little curious. What if he had just done level 1 here? That certainly would not do it, right? Also, I'm asked. Don't talk to him. Does that do more? It does it the same, actually. But what about, like, maybe if you could do, I mean, Borscht should be similar as well. I feel like that combo, yeah, 3900 as well. I feel like that combo, despite being so fancy, might have actually been... Can you not get a regular hell stab here? Yeah, because of the, it was an anti-air, right? So it actually was a little bit more. Five-man kick is his best non-committal poke in terms of range. Imagine this is post-nerf. That's crazy. I did not realize that shit was longer than his fucking stand medium or stand heavy kick. That's insane. Wait, I'm asked. Don't talk to me. Is this more or less damage? That's less. And how much damage did the combo he actually... So 3,900. How much damage did the combo he actually did? How much damage did that do? Was that more than 3,900? I think it was like ever so slightly more, maybe. I am coming for you. Yeah, 3938. So it was ever so slightly more. It just didn't kill. But that is technically like the teeny optimal. You're right about crouch medium punch will be interrupted ether. I mean, it's just one frame faster, right? So there should be no reason. If one of them is uninterruptible, the other one should be too. Because crouch medium kick is 9 frames, yeah? Or is it 8? Even if it is 8, what's it called? Crouch medium punch is also 8, so it should be fine. 9? Yeah. Do. 5 medium kick, leg horizontal, 5 heavy kick, leg diagonal. Therefore, 5 medium kick, more horizontal range. And when you put it like that, I sound kind of stupid, don't I? That's fair. That's honestly so true, best. So true and so based. Okay. Regular throw. Take this man's Giefs license away. What is happening, man? Oh, he's tried to anti-air him. I guess that's the downfall of that same thing we were just talking about. Attempting to EX Lariat is like a salvage tool. Oh god, help me, man. I'm dying. 5 heavy kick is technically a pixel longer, I kid you not. Damn. But yeah, it has medium kick, I guess. If we're talking about like people's heads, right? But yeah, medium kick will hit crouchers, where 5 heavy kick will whiff on them. That makes sense. Does punish, counter, throw, disable ground teching? That's right, yeah. It'll be a hard knockdown. Better pixel, better normal. That's right. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. Burn his ass out. Even if you lose, you know, this round, you can build some meter back. It's not so bad. That's a problem. Oh god. Dude, what the fuck? All of that with no drive gauge? I mean, it's a punish counter, I guess, yeah. It's got the... Yeah, that's fully resources. Oh my god. Papa John's? That's right. Better pixel, better normal, Papa John's. How many pixels does your monitor have, though? It's just 1920 by 1080 or whatever the fuck. It ain't 4K. So whatever that number is, just, you know, do that multiplication real quick and you'll find the answer. It's like 2 million or something, right? Is that 2 million? It's 1,000 by 1,000's a million, right? Okay. Yeah, EX Strike level 2 is something I gotta think about. Borscht. Okay. My monitor has at least 5 pixels. Fact, that's right. That is correct, good sir. Oh, I don't want to play it again. No, no, no. Get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. Wait, I want to take a look at this uninterruptible medium stuff after stand light kick. Because I'm a little... We said stand light kick, drive rush cancel into mediums. Because, like, it's a little... 2,073,600. There you go. I've been a success. Isn't that weird how multiplication works, right? Because you'd think, like, you know, 1,000 by 1,000 is a million. So you'd think that, like, you know, 1,000 by 2,000 is 2 million. Obviously, that's correct. But then, like, you know, you take 80 off of one number and 80 off the other number, but it's not still 2 million. Or, you take 80 off of one number and add 80 to the other number, and it's not still 2 million. You know what I mean? It's not like an equal... It's not equal. It's not a zero something. Mr. Moneybags here with his 5 pixels. Yeah. So I want to check something. Because, like, I honestly would have thought that all of the mediums would have been interruptible. Because, like, I know, for example, that... you know, for you OD Shore use on block, and we do... Oh, please block, good sir. Like, if we do this, that's uninterruptible. Oh, wait, he's not doing it. Why is he not doing it? Ivan, I'll wake up, man. I'm doing it on wake up. Do OD Shore you on block, good sir. So, like, this is uninterruptible, but I could have sworn that, like, even, like, this is, right? Yeah. And that's faster than either of those. So, like, the mediums, really? Yeah, okay. They're both interruptible, yeah? Am I losing my mind? Basically, have 2 million pixels and are still 1 pixel off. Yeah. What were you guys were talking about stand light kick into the mediums, right? Or did I misremember what button you guys were referring to? Let me scroll up in chat. Drive rush. Oh, drive rush stand light kick. Drive rush stand light kick. Yeah, so like this into that. Gotcha. Yeah. Drive rush stand light kick into those. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. But yeah, again, so yeah, I mean, if this is uninterruptible, right? This thing's 9 frames. This one's 8, so should work just. I see. That makes sense. So, but and this one is more. This one's less plus on block as well. Yeah. It just has more range. Oh, wait, actually, I want you to block. I just don't want you to do OD. Yeah, this would be +2, where this would be +3. So in general, I do like Mr. Crouch Medium Punch more, except for... oh, sorry. I bumped my mic. But except for the fact that obviously there are some ranges, maybe like where... I guess, though, if you're doing a drive rush cancel off this, right? It should work from... There should be no range where you can connect this, where you can't then connect that guy from a drive rush cancel. I guess it's a low? Does it being a low help at all? Is there any benefit to this being a low versus this not being a low? If it's uninterruptible, it's a true block string, so it's not like they can backdash or something, right? I guess if you're gonna, like, delay it, you can maybe catch someone... Yeah, it shouldn't matter, I don't think. I'm not sure a lot of pros use crouch medium kick instead. I'm not sure why. Yeah, so that's what I'm... I mean, we just saw right there, right? They used crouch medium kick also, and I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I mean, because again, if we're talking about the uninterruptible one, it's a true block string anyways. Right? So it's not like, you know, the edge case where like a Gief heavy punch is in between your hits or something, and like, you know, this would beat it, but this would lose. It's got bigger range. I guess it's more consistent in a lot of timings. True block strings with low are peak fuzzy jump catchers. But if they're... I guess. I was gonna say if they are... if it's a true block string, they can't even, like, switch how they were blocking, right? Like, if they were crouch blocking, they can't even... I mean, if they weren't crouch blocking, this just... Well, no, it's not a low, I guess, yeah. But, like, if they were crouch blocking, they can't even switch to stand block or something, right? I guess the reason... No. I was gonna say that if they do try to do the DPOS, they will stand. So the low will get them? That's more like... That's why, like, this is... If you're in blocks, then you still need to block low to still backdash and jump attempt to get snatched? I guess. Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess so. Like, if I set Ryu to on block, I want him to backdash. Will that block... Like, you know, if I then do this, he blocks it. But if I do this, he gets hit. Ah, good catch, Shatter. Well done. Yeah, yeah. That's it, right? And people obviously they often want to like. Well, hold on. That is that. Wait, hold on. It was that versus this that. No. Hold on. Wait, maybe I just forgot to do a drive rush because I mean, he didn't. Well, I guess okay. This is doing it like a bot though, right? If people are doing backdash, they are not. They probably are. This is so simple, but it's scrambling my brain. Like, the bot is backdashing perfectly, right? It's going like back. Exactly when it's out of blocks. Again, if he's stuck in block stun. I think what you said makes sense to me, Shatter, but I feel like in practice I'm not really seeing it, but I wonder if that's just because, you know, again, the bot backdashes in a way that is like inhuman, right? If you're not doing like a frame perfect backdash attempt, then you're probably gonna get caught, I suppose. I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. In games with strings, air block, using lows like this deals with chicken guarding. Maybe it's less useful in Street Fighter. With strong air block, yeah. Hi, Brick, I loathe the guard button with all of my being. I'm fixing your brain. Thank you. Yeah, I don't fully get it. There has to be a reason for it, though, right? I guess default, like in this case where it's a true block string, it might not matter, right? But in other cases where there's a slight gap, if they're not going to do the DPOS, the low would still be better, right? Because then if there's a gap, certainly, like, you know, in this case... Well, I say that, though. If he's backdashing, he's not blocking. But, like, maybe you could catch him when he's holding the first gap. People don't do, like, perfect, you know, 1-1. They hold back for a couple of frames. So you might, like, accidentally catch them holding back for a couple of frames and they block it. Versus, you know, this will guaranteed hit them. It might be like, I might be getting misled by the fact that, like, in fact, let me record a backdash, for example, on Ryu. Right? So if I record the backdash, and I want him to do recording slot 1 on block. Okay, that's a bad backdash, to be fair. Like, it's a pretty, let me do a little bit of a better backdash, like, immediately on hitting start. There you go. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. So now, if he blocks, I want to do recording slot 1. So that's like a reasonable, it's a reasonable backdash, right? I think. So now if we do like this, well, okay, drive rush this into this, he blocks it, versus this, drive rush this into this, he also blocks it. But if we do, well, if there's a gap, he gets hit either way. I guess I guess I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. If they feel the same to me, except this is just one frame better on block. Right? And in cases where it's not a true block string anyway, people are probably going to be DPOSing. Okay, I mean, right there, for example, like, this is not gapless, but he blocks it for a second. Well... Yeah, I am confused. Simply call out backdash dash SPD. Yeah. We're talking about Unico, and it's the idea that a lot of the high level Zangief seem to be doing, like, if they do, you know, something like this, they do crouch medium kick after instead of crouch medium punch, right? Weird, because you should still need to block high, low, and block stun. Is it because like is the dummy has block all, so I guess, like, block switch. I wonder if this is the training dummy fucking with my head, because he's, like, set to block everything perfectly, so because block switching is active, maybe he's, is reversal more like guard cancel or closer to standard DP? It's like it's a guard cancel. Like, it's literally a guard cancel. Because you can do it when blocking, where you can't do that with a DP. But in practice, it's kind of like a worse OD DP in a lot of ways. Yeah, I think this is the bot. You still playing this game? Yeah. Block type is a choice. Yeah, I think this is the bot. being like perfect and fucking me up, right? Have the dummy do the block string and you try backdashing? That's a good point. That's a much better idea. So let's have Mr. Giefs right here. I think the bot is being perfect and fucking me up. So like if I have I guess I just want the bots to do just drive rush light kick into this. Actually, let's do drive rush. I'm stupid. Drive rush light kick into this first, right? So I try to backdash in between the hits. I tried. I mean, I'm trying at least. I'm not sure if I actually got anything. I mean, I guess this is a true block string, so this example is probably a bad idea, because again, this is a true block string there. Because it should be the same. Well, maybe not actually. Okay, let's see. So now, if I have him do this, and I try to backdash it. Oh, yeah, okay, right. Like if I now try to backdash after, yeah, okay. The bot I think was fucking me up because he's perfect, right? They try to jump, drive rush, light kick, actually hits them before they jump, whereas crouch, medium punch, less than block. Yeah, same thing as like, yeah, I was being like, when Shatter said that earlier, and it made sense to me on paper, and then I was like, but why are they blocking it every time? But I think the dummy is set to perfectly block the moves if you set him to perfectly block the moves, right? Yeah, like if he does this. Like, if he does this, and I try to backdash or jump or something, right? I try to, like, up back, I get hit. Whereas, if he does this, and I try to up back, I'll still block. Yeah, okay. That was way too much time wasted there on my dumb ass. I guess there's something important to the takeaway from my own ineptitude here. Is that, yeah, like, you know, when you're trying to test out, like, the dummy does not block things in the way that a human does, right? When you're trying to test things that might catch backdashing, or might catch jumping, or might catch like any sort of like temporary switching in the block, do not, you know, do this. Like, have the dummy do the block string and you do the defensive option, right? Because the dummy in training mode blocks things like inhumanly perfectly in a way that he can you know, he can block the low and then still backdash because he's set to do exactly that, right? Yeah. Does drive reversal have anything to do in this scenario, or is that not relevant here? I mean, you can just do it, right? You can drive reversal out of a true block string, certainly. Right? Like, you can just drive reversal out like that. But what if I'm a dummy? Well, then you should probably do the block string and have the not dummy that you're with do the defensive option. Okay. That was very confusing, but I mean, good. Because like something like fundamentally was like there was some fundamental misunderstanding in my brain there, and it turns out the fundamental misunderstanding was that you can't like test this kind of shit on the dummy, right? Literally, you know, does things inhumanly well. That makes sense. Cool. Let's go watch more replays. So yeah, I will say that to me is like we could say. You know, we could add, like, I guess it's fine. I was gonna say, it seems like almost too minute of, like, an optimization. Like, I have bigger problems right now. But we can add it. We can say, you know, drive rush, Democratic Republic of the Congo, drive rush cancel into lows, crouch, medium kick, or, like, you know, crouch light kick, or something like that. Rather than mids, because catches, backdash, jump. If all else equal, anyway, right? If all else equal, like if it's already, like, you know, if we don't need like the extra speed of the non-crouching button to make it uninterruptible or something. Like, if all else is equal, you might as well do it into the lows to catch them if they try to backdash or jump. My intuition with the crouching medium kicks is that the kick is longer, but in drive rush cancel situations, it doesn't matter, right? Like, you're close enough that like everything's gonna hit anyway, right? So it is to catch backdashing and jumping. I'm rather like, you're right. The kick it has longer range, but I don't think that matters in this scenario where it's like you're drive rush canceling off a block string. So I think it you know, the low catches backdash or jump, whereas the mid will let them block while they attempt their backdash, right? That makes a lot of sense. honestly, like I'm already pretty happy with today, right? I feel like we've, I mean, this is like kind of, you know, we knew this, but like, I spelled patience wrong. That's how little I know about patience, by the way. But like, there's a lot of stuff that's new here that I didn't notice last time I watched a lot of these Giefs playing, right? Like, there were bigger, more glaring holes, more glaring flaws in our play. And now we're doing, like still big optimizations, but, like, smaller optimizations, right? This is the one thing that I, like, knew in advance, right? That I was like, this is a problem of mine. I need to stop doing this. Spelling is hard for us Grand Bluers and Grappler mains on top of that. And Dragon Ball fans on top of that. We're not built for that shit, man. We're not built for that shit. I once saw someone write delayed drive rushes DDR and thought about Germany for a second. Thought about Germany. I'll think about Dance Dance Revolution. That's just me, though. DDR. How's DDR Germany? Grand Blue more like Grand Glue, so true. All right. Let's sort by league descending. Let's actually check... let's do last month, not last week as well, just to have more variety in what we can see. East Germany? Oh, I see, I see. Demokratische Deutsche Republik. The communist name for East Germany, gotcha. Apologies if my German is awful. It's been 10 years since I spoke the language. I used to be pretty good at German, actually, like as a kid. You have a lot more neuroplasticity then too, right? I wasn't quite trilingual, right? But I think I spoke pretty good German. But now dude, it's been I say 10 years. It's been closer to like 4. I used to say 10 years. It's been closer to like 13 now, I guess. Shit. Yeah. Let's see. Ultimate Master comes before Legend for some reason. We watched the Snake Eyes JP. Kobayan. I want to get some new characters in against Mr. Gief here. It's a lot of the same fellows. Oh, we're gonna sneeze. One sec. Woo! How do you count the 3 with your fingers? Yeah, drei Gläser, not drei Gläser. You know what? Sure, I want to watch how they fight Lily. Why not? This character fucks me up every time I ever encounter them. That's a true German test. What's the correct one again? This? They order drei Gläser, not drei Gläser? Is that right? I don't know, and that's how you know I'm not German. Round start knee? Wait a second. Does that mean that knee is good? You're mine. Very good odds that this person is incredibly smart and attractive. Yo, Matthias, thank you for continuing the membership there. Much appreciated, brother. Hope you enjoy being very smart and attractive. I appreciate the support, personally, sir. Pointer, middle thumb? Yeah. Okay. I think even calling it a pointer finger is like some European shit, no? Like, I call that shit the index finger. Is that the European shit? Is pointer finger an American thing? Whoa. Okay. I just realized that weird shit is happening on my screen. I just saw headbutt into stomp as a combo, and I don't know how to feel about that. Sure, yeah. Out of curiosity, real quick, it's something I want to, like, the 3 lights is something I want to sort of work on a little bit here. Like, when he does this, he then... Like, he does bonk, bonk. Oh, I'm ass. Bonk, bonk, and Lariat, right? Bonk. Oh, it's a tighter link than I thought, apparently. Jesus. He goes bonk. 1, 2, this, right? Can you do 1, 2? No, you can't. Can you do 1 into, like, can you do basically a ladder? No, you can't. Okay. So that was, I guess, the best thing he could have done there. Can you do like 2 of the kicks? 1, 2 into that? That's too far away, huh? Is it more damage? That's 1830. This is 1910. Yeah, it is more damage. Okay, so if you're gonna do just 2, you might as well, right? You might as well do stand light punch instead of crouch light punch. Sure. Personally, I do base 12 counting with my fingers. So true. Always heard index ever since I moved to the UK. So is index the European thing? My God. Zangief in the snow camo? Yeah. He hiding. Oh, whoa! Yes, okay, what the hell is this? I need to ask immediate. Why? Is that good? I guess becomes the question. So this is the first time I've ever seen this, I feel like. I didn't even know you could link these two. So he goes this into Stompu. Let me take player control a little bit earlier. Because so it's a little bit weird otherwise, right? So he does headbutt. Oh, a little too early. He does headbutt into stomp. Well, first off, this is 25-10. Is this less damage, isn't it? What? Why? Timing on this is slightly off. It's like a link. It's so awkward. Why does he do this? He has to hit it meaty enough to even get it, maybe? What's the startup on this? 9? He has to hit this slightly meaty to even get it, yeah. Let me time the headbutt a little better. Yeah, what? What a strange combo. Because, like, he has to meaty the headbutt slightly for it to even link. And it does less damage than doing the normal... Maybe he saw a bug, I guess? I'm gonna assume... I don't call it the pointer finger because it's rude to point. Didn't know Americans use pointer? I guess so. I'm gonna assume that was him being funny. I mean, like, maybe... The stomps... That's called player expression, I guess? Maybe the stomps can lead to... If you stop on the first stomp, you're, like, more plus than you are on health stab or something? Watch your toes? Well, it's a combo, though, right? Also, I mean, just kind of beat her up from there. Sure, sure. I'm not gonna take that one. I'm not gonna take that down that as a note. It's not an American thing. I promise most people use index and I say pointer because I'm a literal child. So true. Gotta crease the J's for disrespect. That's also very possible. Slander my native country for anything else, please. I beg you. I mean, unfortunately, there's certainly no shortage of things currently. Is his fucking little emblem that he has on his chest there, is that also just flexing? Love me some Guile music, by the way. Sure. Sure. Burns himself out for this. Interesting. Getting a little desperate, perhaps? I mean, I feel like being burnt against Lloyd is really bad, right? Because then, like, this shit's plus, like, all the time. Yeah. Everything is flexing? I guess so. I never noticed how gigantic Lily's forehead is until just now. I know it's like a child, but like, so I shouldn't be like bullying her, but... My lord. This outfit in particular, I feel like really highlights it. Sure. Why? Why does he like this so much? Why does he... Okay, I think he just likes the stomps. I don't think there's any reason for me to look into that. I think he's just doing it because he thinks it's funny. Maybe there's like some super deep tech to that I'm missing, but like, I think that he just thinks it's funny, and I'm gonna go off of that. Oh, he's dead. Yeah. Oh no, he got his burnout back. He's not dead. Oh, what was that? Is that headbutt into drive rush headbutt? Interesting. Punish counter, headbutt, headbutt. It scales the combo to shit. I wonder if it's even... You know. Marissa driving Lily on a Vespa and it made my morning. That sounds fun. That sounds like the Fediel Vicala stuff that I got sent by Suki. Evening? What's going on, Bruce? Sure, yeah. Trying to get the sack unstuck from the inside thigh. Yeah, that's why he stomps so much. That's a lot of damage. I love losing a good 54% of my HP. 50 or 50, like 6%. Ow. Okay. Playing around crouch heavy punch pretty well, right? Lily is not teabagging, I presume. I think she's buffering her super. I forgot you stole Tyrant's wife. Give her back. She came of her own accord, man. What am I supposed to do? Put on the Discord SF channel. Yeah, the Marissa driving Lily in the Vespa. Okay, I feel like maybe my ability to find anything interesting there was sort of like hijacked by him doing the stomps and me being like, why is he doing that? But you know, we're not necessarily going to learn something new literally every single time. Yeah, also, let's watch Quesadilla Bomb. Let's watch Snake fight this Quesadilla Bomb individual. A different Lily, a different Gief. Let's see if it makes a difference. Okay. Little walk back, walk forth. Sure, just gets outcompeted in the marketplace of ideas. It happens. Feels like the poking is a little bit more aggressive here, weirdly enough, than it was against Rashid's. Oh, I like... If you parry that shit, drive reversing it is a really good idea, huh? That's a good point. If you ever find yourself parrying a Condor Spire, you might as well. It's basically drive gauge neutral at that point. Even if it's not EX, right? That scar above the knee must pull uncomfortably. I like the fact that the name of the art piece is Lily x Marissa x Vespa. Feels odd. Is Lily a child? She looks like one, but she could just be a small lady. I have no idea what her supposed canon age actually is. What is she doing, bro? I certainly acts like a child, too. She's 18? So, yes, basically. For all intents and purposes, unless you are, like, either 18 yourself or, like, you know. You know, they say maybe if it wasn't there, you would go lower. Looks 12, but is actually 22. I mean, 18 is a child for all intents and purposes, right? Like, I know, like, legally, technically, it's not in a lot of places, but, like, let's be honest. Oh, God. I think the only skin that does her justice is outfit 3. Everything else just emphasizes the forehead. Yeah, this one is not doing her any favors, sir. Well, I haven't been paying attention for the past, like, 20 seconds. What happened here? Either 19 or 16, depends on the source. I will believe 16 even more than I'll believe 18, honestly. Yeah, it seems like both of the Giefs, actually. It is just a matter of you have to try and play around her just spamming crouch heavy punch over and over, right? It's her best button. She's gonna use it a lot to keep you out. And you gotta just try and, like, walk into range. Like, it seems like it's a whiff punish matchup, basically. Lily has a normal adult male forehead. Okay. She's -5 there? You don't say. Curious. Hold on. When you block this, is this an SPD punish? I guess not from that range. He walks forward a little bit first and then... I guess it probably spaces you out a lot of the time, right? Yeah. It's -5, but I don't think you're ever actually gonna punish it. Unless she does it, like, literally point blank. Fair enough. Good to know that is -5, though. If they ever do it, like, point blank. My forehead looks like Magneto's helmet. Why you gotta do yourself like that, man? Interesting that he doesn't back-tech here. He wants to keep the... He doesn't want, like, to give Lily more space, I guess? I wonder why. Like, even at disadvantage, he'd rather stay closer than further away. To not... Because I guess Gief struggles to stop her from stocking up a lot of the times. Could have been a mistake, but I feel like a lot of people, just, you know, they back-tech as their default. It's like when a good player doesn't, I take notice. Brick, would you do an SF6 Road to Master? I mean, right now, you know, I'm still very interested in just like learning more with Gief. If we get high enough with Gief, though, I'd like certainly, I don't know that I got it in me to go above like, I don't even know if 1700, but like if we get to like 1800 at some point with Gief, that's probably definitely gonna be the end of it. I don't think I just don't dedicate enough time to Street Fighter 6 to get any higher than that. So maybe at that point we'd try some other characters in the roster, right? But yeah. I play, you know, 5 hours of SF6 once a week. I don't know that I got it in me to get, yeah, I don't even know that I got it in me to get to 1700, let alone 1800, let alone higher, right? Marissa, yeah. Manon, Marissa. Lily does not seem fun, honestly, even though she's a grappler. Maybe you can try out some Shotos, see what it's like to not have a command grab. Right, learn SF6 on a more fundamental level. Might just play Ryu. That's certainly a little ways in the future here. Yeah, the stomp after the punish counter throw there gives you... How plus are you exactly after you stomp like this? I forget, but yeah, it's enough that I think you get headbutt or SPD, basically. Probably like plus 10 or something. So you play Ed will be interesting? Yeah. Do you guys agree with me? Lily's pretty much a fundamentally flawed character design, pretty much needs a rework to fix. I mean... I think you could make her, like, you could certainly make her strong. You can make her very strong, actually. But yeah, I think she just, like, bored. Like, her character design is... Being one move the character is not that interesting. At least not to me, right? Maybe, I mean, some people are dedicated enough that they want her, you know, they're playing her to 2000 MR, so maybe I'm wrong, but... Yeah, I think she... It's not that she, you know, it's not that she can't be strong. In fact, I think it would be very easy. You know, Lily, Condor Spire is one of the best moves in the fucking video game, basically. I think it's hard to make her not boring, basically. That's fundamentally flawed character design? I would agree. I think so. Like you know, she's just... It's just an uninteresting character. Like, uninteresting gameplay mechanics, I think. Damn, Shimmy SPD. Never thought about this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a new... somehow, that's a new one to me. Right? Walks up, Shimmy SPD. That's... fair. I'd say the issue she doesn't allow many playstyles? Yeah. Shimmy SPD. Shimmy Eat World. Good band. Is that even a... I don't even know. Might not be a Jimmy Eat World song. Biggest nerf you give a character is making them so boring nobody wants to play them. And I mean, Lily is not exactly super played, and it's not just because, you know, she's not great. Now, she certainly is also not great. But, I mean, neither is Marissa. I see a lot more Marissa than I see Lily. It seems like a very slow matchup, right? Like, even the more aggressive Giefs we were watching, like Snake plays a lot of matchups pretty slow, it seems like. But even the other aggressive Giefs we were watching, like this seems like this really does force Gief to play real slow, like, right? And you just have to work around her buttons being so good at keeping you out, essentially. Pick your spots. Sure. Here we go. His ass is very dead. Smash Ultimate Lucina. I don't think Smash Ultimate Lucina was boring because you only have to play her one way. In fact, I mean, she was pretty well rounded, no? I think she was just boring because, if anything, she was so stable, right? Like, Smash is a game with a lot of very, like, polarized, like, jagged characters, like, even in, like, higher tiers and stuff. So just, like, a relatively stable, like, consistent character. In a game where, like, you know, even the Shotos have, like, Arsene and shit. She just didn't have any of the crazy DLC bullshit. Bonk. No, yeah, she's Ryu? Yeah, yeah. I always found Ultimate Marth to be more fun if he was less consistent. Gran with no boot. Yeah, so it looks like... I mean, I haven't noticed... I haven't picked up on any, like, little, like, mini interactions. What the... But it just seems like the general approach people take to fighting Lily is very slow, right? These are long rounds, especially when the Gief's winning. Long rounds that are just like, yeah, like this over and over. Just kind of waiting for Lily to whiff something and then trying to go in from there. What's the neutral jumping, I wonder? Is it the call... Like, okay, this is... So there's... Is this to call out a Condor Spire? Because, like, he got caught on the way down once. He's doing it a lot. Whoa. Oh, if you perfect parry it, you can do that. Interesting. I assume it's to call out a Condor Spire, like, to make her... If she just does it, it, like, whiffs. She wastes her resource for nothing. He's trying to catch Condor Spire? I guess so, right? What does it do if you do neutral jumps? Like, let's go back to a point where she does do it here, for example. Like... Wait. Damn, he perfect parries it. What a god. She does it, like, right... here, right? I want to, like, go advanced frame. Yeah. No, not quite yet. There it is. It's like right before she does it here. Whoa, whoa, look at that. You can see her face animate when she starts to Condor Spire. How fucking weird. Okay, so let's... Right here. Let's switch to player control. Go Gief and jump. Ah, I see. So yeah, when it whiffs, you can't just like straight up land and combo her for it fully. I get it now. Yeah, I see. Like what do you even get if the neutral jump works? Like what's the end goal? I thought it would like sail past you like a Honda headbutt used to, but it doesn't go that far, I guess, huh? You can just land and kill her. If you're closer, splash. If further away, JMK. Yeah. Even if you jump back here, we can always just do like even, you know, JHP right here. That makes sense. That's why he's like, no, not end replay. I want it to end player control. Fuck. Okay, let's go back. What we do here is go back. Yeah, I was wondering why, like, you know, he's spamming it a bunch, I assume, to you know, beat Condor Spire, but, like, what even is, when he beats Condor Spire, what's the end goal? And now I see. Okay, let's keep going. Yep. I think it's round 3 that we're on, actually. Yeah, let's just go to playback round 3. Beep, bop, boop, beep, bada bop, boom, pow. There you go. Here we are. God, it's so easy to navigate through SF6 replays, man. What are your opinions on a grappler's command grab being a combo starter that leads into big damage as opposed to one big bonk? It's functionally the same, I guess. Like if it ends up, if the starter is unblockable and, you know, leads to a bunch of damage and it's unreactable, and like, you know, like, I guess that could be an interesting design space. You know, it's essentially the same sort of mix-up game then, right? Oh, he's a kid. Don't bully the child. We don't bully children here. You have to be at least 21 to get bullied in this chat. Do. I like that the headbutt catching the jump there. That's something interesting too, right? But yeah, not a ton of like. If there was like any like minutia in that matchup, it was lost on me. I didn't really catch it. But it seems more so like the general idea is just, you know, play that shit a lot slower, right? Seems like it's the Oli matchup in general being played much more defensive on Gief's front, which is weird. I wouldn't have expected that. Combo starting grabs are only okay if the game can support Vortex Oki. At least it's SPDs. Yeah, I guess probably would lead to the grappler getting like looping Oki on their SPD, right? Would a combo starter be any more satisfying to the user to land, at least in your opinion? I think it will be less satisfying to land. Because this is just me, right? But if you're focus grouping grapplers, right? I think one of the things that makes a command grab super satisfying to land is, like, to be a combo starting grab, presumably you couldn't have the same kind of impact. Because it would have to, like, throw them up into the air or something like that, right? So, like, I don't know, when I think of, like, well, one of the big reasons that Gief's SPD is so satisfying, right, is because, you know, you get to see like that happen to their health bar, right? And like you get the big impact and the crater and everything. Whereas, you know, if it was a combo starting grab, you probably have to like throw them up, or like you couldn't have it do this much. Like even like weirdly, I think even if you ended up doing this much damage with your command grab, right, through the combo, I feel like it wouldn't be quite as satisfying as doing it all in like one gigantic chunk like this, right? You could throw them against the opposite wall with such force that they rebound and get a combo. Yeah, I mean, that's how Lodiva's 5U works in Grand Blue, for example. And, like, it's fine, right? Certainly, you could probably do, like, some animation trickery and stuff like that. But I think if you make it look too forceful, and it doesn't quite, and it does, like, 1,000 damage, because, like, that's what you have to do to balance it, right? Because you can't have it do this much and also start a combo, right? So I think if you do too much animation trickery and make it look like a super hard toss, but then it just doesn't do that much damage, that also is like some, you know, some like Ludo visual dissonance going on. You know what I'm talking about? So I think it would be, the grab itself would be less satisfying. Now maybe the, you know, landing the combo afterwards, if it's like super fun, then yeah, but I really like how the camera stays in position and just looks up. Yeah, I mean, they sell it. They sell the SPD so well, right? Really good. We had that whole video talking about why T-Zoc, oh my, I can't SPD, what the fuck? Why T-Zoc just like doesn't hit in the same way as Lodiva and Gief, and yeah, like, you know, SF6 and Grand Blue do a really good job, right? This too, like the camera angle from the opponent's perspective here, basically. Like kind of watching Gief cut the promo from above you. It's so well done, man. It's so good. It's not quite like Cyber Connect 2 shit, but they do a really good job of it. Let's see. Let's watch a little bit more here, and then we'll maybe call it. Character I have in mind just doesn't feel like a big bonk type of guy. He's a gentleman. Yeah. Well, in which case, you know, you can still. Okay, here's something, right? This is a weird thing. If he is gonna have a command grab starter, that's not gonna be like super impactful, because you know it's gonna start a combo. What you can do instead, weirdly, I think like an interesting tidbit here, the voice line. Right? Because something that happens a lot, for example, is... Let me see if I can get it here. I need to punish counter. No. That's not what I'm looking for. Say the line, Ryu. Wait. Yeah. That was... It's actually... It's mixed way... Oh, no. It's in my right ear. That's why. I think. It's mixed kind of... It's mixed weirdly low. Do I have the voice volume down or something like that? But like, I'm weirdly good at VAing old men, so I can do that. But yeah, weird. Like if there's like a really like snarky voice line on it or something, I think that could genuinely help, right? Like how based? Yeah. But yeah, like Ryu going like pay attention on his punish counter throw. Like genuinely, I remember that he does that, right? I don't remember almost any other character's throw line, but something about the way that he goes pay attention. It like. I feel like he's talking to me. Like, it almost, like, wakes me up. I go, fuck, right. My bad. Like, you know, I feel like I'm being disciplined. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, this old, like, fighting man is like, you need to pay more attention when I'm beating, like, you know, you let your guard down. Right? So I think if you get, like, a really good voice line on that command grab, I think it would weirdly make it a lot more satisfying to land. I don't know what exactly that would be. Depends a lot on... Yeah, it is mixed so low. Like, I have character voice while I'm at 10, but compared to all the other things, the voices are so low. Why is it so quiet? It's so quiet. That's an idea anyway. You could certainly play around with the voice line when it lands. A character's playstyle is also a design choice. It'd be weird if Grimnir had Lodiva's moveset. Yeah. I can make the ensuing move much more impactful with a bunch of hit stop and whatnot. Yeah, like maybe the button that they use to juggle off of the command grab is like a big like hit stomp heavy punch that like goes like doom or something, right? It's an idea. Beat a grappler that tells you to get grabs nerd. So true. Let's go watch some more replays, man. Let's go watch a little bit more. Let's go watch a few more replays, man. Maybe we'll play like an hour of ranked in the end. Like I can survive a little bit of ranked when I'm in grazing mode. Alright, let's see. Comma nerd? Yeah. Let's do a little bit more replay review and then we can ruminate. I love ruminating, man. I said I was grazing earlier. I said I was going live stock mode. I love ruminant. I love being a ruminant. I love ruminating. We can ruminate on our findings, and maybe even play a little bit of ranked if we've got time left over. We'll see. Ludo narrative dissonance. Exactly. If he doesn't look like a grappler, trying to force him to be one could be weird. Yeah. Nilo Road to Master is affecting him. I'm livestock mode all the time. There's always Umbrella's command grab where she says, "Oh, you have to jump that." Yeah, like genuinely, like having a good voice line could be a nice little trick to make an otherwise less impactful move more impactful. Right. Let's sort by league descending here, and let's see what we can find. Let's go down a bit. I feel like it's been. Oh, is that Manon? I am actually curious about this, because I feel like Manon beats my ass on the regular. What happened? Was there a one and done here? That's crazy. Interesting. Well, let's watch it anyway, because I feel like I'm bad against Manon. If Brick learned a Shoto would help his climb a lot, IMO? Probably, yeah. There's a lot of fundamental Street Fighter stuff that I don't understand as well, because I play Gief. Let's see here. I noticed the Manons here do not do round start overhead. I guess because people can react to it and actually kill her for it. Oh, yeah, the low. No armor on a heavy punch there against the lows, certainly. A lot of crouch to light punch. Interesting. Oh. Good old whiff knee into die. Do. Blanca-chan in the back. Brick learns Ken to build his fundies, ends up running at everyone like a madman. Could play some Ryu or something. Okay. Yeah, drive rush knee after SPD I don't think is a good idea. We did learn that it works pretty well on the Siberian Express, right? But not after SPD, not so much. Sure. Little partially charged heavy punch is fair. Oh, that should be death, right? Nice. Okay, good hit confirmed. Damn. Drive rush knee after SPD bars. Yep. She also says we block that half the time when you hit her. Voice lines can help a lot. Voice lines can certainly, like, you know, turn what might otherwise be, like, voice acting can make something that otherwise would be kind of, like, unremarkable into something very memorable, right? Manana's crazy good to learn neutral fundamentals. I don't know, man. I feel like all the Manons that I fight just do, like the overhead over and over, because it's kind of hard to react to. Un, deux, trois. Falcon. Punch. Yeah, exactly, right? That move has a lot of other things selling it besides just the voice acting, certainly, but... the voice line is the first thing that I think of. Of Manon's command grab where she just twirls you and smashes your skull into the ground. Yeah, very, very elegant of her. Do. Okay, let's see. I think I might have... I may or may not have run the well dry on things that at least I can notice at my current level that they're doing that I'm not. Oh, shit. Okay. Bit of a weird conversion, but I mean, he could have gotten a bigger punish, certainly, but, like, at the end of the day, good to note that he was able to get all of that. And punch counter... yeah, I guess that makes sense. Punish counter, crouch, light punch, into stand, light kick, right? Because, it's plus 10 on punish counter, so... that makes a lot of sense. Like, weird conversion, but good wherewithal to even, with that weird conversion, still get the kill, right? Let's see. I think I might watch this, and then we might just, like, start collating everything we've learned and kind of summarize it for myself. Do. Okay. Tried to do headbutt there, not a real block string. Thing about it is you can play her very well as a neutral character even without her command grabs. The range of her normals is very good. You got long legs. Sure. I like the perfect parry. I certainly don't fish for PP very much. Heavy punch into heavy punch? Yeah, that's an interesting idea. You are slightly minus here. And everyone knows it. That's weird enough that I'm writing it down, man. I'm gonna write that shit down. Heavy punch into heavy punch. It's a weird idea, but like every now and then. It's because, like, as a weird sort of... I mean, if they strike back with a low, you'll die, but... It's like a weirdly good idea, it feels like. A bit of a gimmick, certainly, but... I mean, it's safe on block. Even if they block the second one. It's really only a problem if they use a low. Okay. I feel like we are being very aggressive right now. Damn good hit confirmed though. Really nice hit confirms into super off these like stray lights, right? Not a ton of damage, but like gets him drive swings, gets him screen positioning, yeah. I mean, yeah, this level 2, that level 2 is gonna win him the rounds, right? It did. Really nice confirm into level 2. Look at this body of iron. I get the idea though, Faffy, right? The idea is just that, you know, the Manon has like a really good neutral toolkit, so is therefore good to learn how to play footsies with. Sure. Oh, God. Okay, little one button hit confirm. Well done. It's a CA, and it's 5 medals, too. Oh, my God. How much damage did that do again? It was 52.95. I guess because that was off the combo, too. Yeah, yeah. So it was a little bit more. I don't know why it's lagging right now. That's fun. He gets choke slammed. Okay, let's go. I think I have run the well dry on my ability to learn anything meaningful from these replays for today. So let's see here. Let's take a look back at the notepad. Gogeta level 7, look at as. Yeah. Let's go back at the notepad and see all the things that we noticed and we like prioritize them. Like pick something to focus on if we're gonna play like 30 minutes of ranked after this. Level 3 with 5 medals is scary. I think yeah, it still doesn't hit as hard as Giefs, right? But you can combo into it way more easily. Actually, yeah, real quick, I am curious about that. Mantle. It's her media level? No, it's her metal level. I read that wrong. I saw media level. She goes to metal level 5. What is her, what's the input for her super, by the way? Actually, don't know. I assume it's not a 720. Because it's... It'd just be unfair. Because her shit is so ass. Double quarter circle forward punch. Gotcha. Am I stupid? Yes, I am. Huh? Double quarter circle forward punch. That's right. She don't have 3. Oh, she doesn't have 3 super gauge. That's what's happening. So, true, bestie. There we go. How much damage does this do at 5 medals? $46. Okay, so yeah, slightly less than Giefs CA. And I presume it's like, what, like 5k? When it's in CA instead? I'm asked, don't talk to him. C'est parti! Say hi to Gief? Yeah, sure, we can do that. Probably like 5k, right? La, 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 la. Oh, 51, nice. Gief is 48 and 53, so yeah, it's 200 off every time. But I mean, still, considering the fact that she can actually combo into that, like, relatively reasonably, it's still that's pretty nice for her, certainly. Alright. Hello. I have retrieved my son. Here he is. Saying hello. He Wavu. He also has a hell of a Wavu. Very strong Mishima player. Can never wave as hard with my left hand. You know, I don't have the finger dexterity. It's a lot more of a casual wave with the left. But yes, he says hi, and so do I. Well, I've been here for a bit. Go back to sleep, my son. All right, let's see. So what were the learnings? What were the learnings for today? Mayhaps, perchance, even. And which of them are the most important? So when I say general patience, this is just, you know, this is just that a lot of the Giefs, really, they just did not jump very much at all, basically, unless they were trying to, like, avoid a throw, or if they misinputted an SPD or something. And there was a lot of, like, walking, right? Like, there was very little, like, even drive rushing and neutral, stuff like that. It was a lot of, like, walking at people. I'm not quite so sure how good I'm going to be at implementing that, but it's something to keep in mind, right? That you certainly can't just walk a motherfucker down. Also, apologies again, I bumped my mic. But yeah, I think one of the things that I want to start, like, if I were to order these, right? This guy right here, I really like the idea of using SPD in the mid screen, right? In neutral, like when we're not even plus, right? I guess we can fit headbutt in there too. Like there's this idea of, you know, like if we're just like walking, like, you know, playing footsies or whatever, right? Like we always do have just like a nuclear option, basically. If you get close enough to Gief, you are in 5-frame SPD range. I like this a lot. I think it just makes, you know, like at sort of this like medium punch kind of range. Like it makes playing any kind of footsies with Gief incredibly uncomfortable, incredibly unfair, right? It's a 5-frame poke, yeah. 5-frame poke that is unblockable and does, you know, a quarter to a third of your health bar depending on spacing. Really, really strong option, right? And it's something that I just don't do. I think there's big, you know, potential for misinputs here, maybe, but like even then, I mean, it just becomes a jump, I guess. Like maybe it can hopefully work out, but so yeah, this to me, this seems like real big. I want to start doing this like immediately, maybe, right? And then headbutt on a similar vein, but I think you have to do this first because, like, you know, like we saw Snake Eyes doing a lot of just like from like, you know, straight up like in neutral like this, you just like headbutt people. This is a 14-frame button. People are gonna be like sticking out their mediums and their lights at this range. So like a 14-frame button is liable to get you killed a lot. But like every now and then, it's not a bad idea. It's bigger than you think it is too. Like he does reach a little further than you'd expect, right? I mean, like a lot of these, it doesn't even look like it's hitting Manon at all, right? But it is. But also, you know, if you establish the SPD, they're gonna be a lot less comfortable anyway, right? So most Giefs are not walking up and SPDing, but I think it's actually really good. This is simple. This is like an easy thing to start doing, so I'll also put this high up on the list, I think. Jumping instead of throw teching in the mid screen, like if you want to, if you guess grab, jump back, right? Resets you to neutral if you're correct, the exact same way that like a throw bait does. And if they hard read you, you take like, you know, some characters have like air-to-air combos that'll do like 1500 damage or something, right? Versus getting shimmied and taking like half your health bar in punish counter, or like a third if they have no super meter or something like that. So I think that is certainly, that's like an easy thing to immediately incorporate. So I like it. Yeah, I do like, I mean, okay, this actually probably needs to go like real high. Because we saw people dying to this even in higher rank too. When I say jumping out of pressure, I don't mean, like, jumping out of the corner is not a bad idea in Street Fighter, just like in Street Fighter 6 at least. Just because, like, if you think they're gonna throw loop you, you can jump over them. And for a lot of characters, you know, you'll pay a health tax, they'll DP you as you jump over. And you can, you know, take a little bit of damage, but you'll be out of the corner at the very least. Some characters, I think, can put you back in there. And Gief himself, for example, if you jump over him in the corner, he can usually keep his turn. Like if I set Manon to wake up, forward jump here. He can't keep you in the corner, right? But he can, like, do some kind of nasty to you. If he walks up and throws, right? He can anti-air you with EX Lariat and then keep his turn, basically, like if I media the throw properly. Oh, I did it too early, in fact. It's the training room difference. This certainly works, but I'm just being, I think, yeah. I'm fucking up the time. I think it's I guess you dash up and then do this. Yeah, there you go. It auto times it if you, after this, if you dash up and throw, you get the auto timed meaty. But yeah, so like Gief can EX Lariat you, for example, and then keep his turn, right? He gets Oki off of this. But you're out of the corner at least still. And against a lot of characters, you eat like you eat a Shoryu and nothing else basically. You reset to neutral. So it's not that. I'm talking more of like, you know, a lot of characters will do you know, some kind of pressure like this or something like that, and I jump out of that a lot, and that gets me killed a lot, right? Like Manon will do something like this, and I'll hold up. I guess this. Oh, I guess that for her is actually it's gapless. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff like that that isn't, where I hold up forward and I die for it. So that, and I saw people dying to that even in Legend today, so it highlighted to me even more. So I gotta stop doing that, right? Yeah, this is more of like a little thing, but yeah, if we ever do get the jump scare, right? It's quite easy because of the way the Oki's a little bit better than SPD. It's quite easy to like time a knee in such a way that it'll be meaty. It'll hit people like that if they mash or if they jump or something like that. If they DI, it recovers in time to beat it too, and it'll be plus if they block it. So I do really enjoy that as an idea. Oh, this I want to move up too. Actually, this is like here maybe, right, in terms of priority. Because it's just a much more drive efficient way to get our Oki, right? If I set Manon to not block here, right? Like if we get like some hit in the mid screen, right? We could chase down like this, sure, and that's very good, but it's 3 bars of drive, right? Versus if we do something like this, we can jump and do jump medium punch, right? And then that's only 2. It's a little bit worse in terms of the Oki you get, but like it's still pretty good. And if they block this, you're in a headbutt 50-50 situation anyway. Right? And you could even sort of fake safe jump this against OD reversals if you empty jump, right? If you expect them to wake up OD. So like that, it's a much more drive efficient option, right? Because you also are like regenning some of your drive as you're going, basically. So I do like it. But also again, just a very simple, like a very easy, like, you know, this is going to be hard to do, but I think it's very important. You know, something like this is like very hard to do, but very important. Like, yeah, something like this is very easy, right? Just like this is just every now, like, remember you can up forward and just do like jump medium punch afterwards. Yeah, this is like more of these two things are more of like little situational ideas, right? Things we noticed, but I don't think things that are like, you know, this is gonna be the difference between us gating or losing 100 MR kind of thing, right? So yeah, I think we might play like 30 minutes of ranked or something like that right now just to finish off the day, and I think I'm gonna cut it off here. And like really for like the next 30 minutes, I think I'm going to cut it off here. I think I want to try doing this, getting used to doing this, and getting used to doing this, right? And we can work on these two maybe next Tuesday or something like that. I think so. Like right now, we're going to play some ranked right now. I'm going to try and do both of these. Because you can't focus on too much, right? Focusing on too much is just like, if I try to do all of these, I'll do none of these and just die. So I think I'll primarily be focusing on trying to find ways to incorporate this, and I'll fuck it up and I'll die and stuff like that. But like this is part number 1, and this should be very easy. So like even I normally wouldn't even want to do 2 separate things, but this should not be like a very difficult thing to do, right? This should just be like, keep in mind that you can do this every now and then. I'll actually try it out. Maybe every EX Lariat hit that we get in-game, we'll do the jump medium punch Oki for a bit, for the rest of today. And then we'll see how it feels, right? We'll see how the situations, like what feels like it works, what feels like it doesn't, why do we like it, do we not? And then compare it to like how much we might want to use that versus the drive rush after. Like, does that become our new default Oki? Is it just better? Or is it more of like, it's worse, but it's like a budget situation if we want to be like careful with our drive gauge, right? I know if we get like even, I mean, punish counter is gonna be a lot more, but we can always get like, oh, she jumps. Oh, I guess if people jump, yeah, you could get probably some weird fucking juggles with this, right? Could you like TK Borscht? I don't think so. Nah, could you like level 1 people? I mean, this is like, you're not reacting to this shit, right? But again, this is, yeah, I mean, that works, right? But again, I don't know how realistic that is. But yeah, let's go play some ranked to finish the day off here, and see if we can incorporate those 2 things: SPD, more SPD in neutral, right? And incorporating the kind of like the poverty Oki setup for Gief. It only takes 2 drive bars instead of 3. It's real if you want it to be. I mean, you know, it is funny you could do this. Oh, this is only maybe counter hit as well, but she is jumping is the reason, right? So we have to be like jumping and doing a button. Yeah. Okay, let's play some ranked. We're still in livestock mode and grazing mode, but we're only gonna be playing for like 30 minutes probably. I might end the stream like 8:30, a little bit earlier than normal or something. How do I come back to you bullying the French, mon ami? We were labbing out some. We were labbing out some Manon. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Hello, Roka. Gief mirror immediately. Should be fun. Do 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 do. I am gonna watch out for him jumping at me, and then I'm gonna jump at him, and he's gonna kill me for it. That's fair. Messed up his Oki off of that a little bit. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Pretty risky to do all 3 hits there, certainly. Keep guessing grab, and he keeps not doing grab. Good reaction to the heavy punch. I fucked it. I fucked it bagged. Can't believe I messed up the side swap there, but it's all good, I suppose. Oh, God. Oh! Okay, okay. Maybe not my best use of that Giefs burnout, but it's fine. Yeah, we gotta work on more of walk up into range and SPD his ass. Like that. In neutral, man. In neutral. Like right here. Oh! He walked back a little. That's potential. That's a potential downside to that, certainly. Perish, Mr. Giefethan. Oh, good interrupt. Nice, nice. Do, do, do. Time to fight the man in the mirror. I'm looking at... Oh, God. See, that might have been a case where doing that might have been better. The stand light punch there. Instead of the crouch light punch. Might have had a little bit more range to work with. No punish. Because I'm ass. Good reaction. Oh, God! So true, bestie. I did not think about empty jump level 3. Was not on my radar. And as a result, I might be fucking dead. Oh, good counter DI. Well done, well done. I panicked. It's true. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Is whiff punish SPD a legit option? It's kind of a long input, but like, you know, it's got the range for it. It's got the speed for it. Depends on how comfortably you can like input an SPD quickly. I think it has a little bit too much whiff recovery if you're doing it like preemptively and not reactively. I've been jump scared for no fucking drive bar. Yeah, drive rush knee. Okay, after that, so we were just labbing out, man. He just like me, for real, for real. Yo, good interrupts on this. This guy's got some reactions on him, man. It's a problem. Get down here. We could have done the OD SPD Oki thing that we were just labbing out, but honestly, I didn't even want to spend the 2 there, let alone the 3. What the? Instant recovery on that. Okay, I don't think EXSPD kills him, so let's just side swap properly this time. There we go. Wah, man. I mash some SPDs, they are fast, but I messed them up a little too much. Trade-offs, you know, it's pros and cons. The insta cancel there is very interesting. Oh, okay, empty jump SPD. I have not been anti-airing this fella very much at all, honestly. That is not what I meant to do. I meant to wheel kick, because he's been crouching the whole time. Guess who didn't wheel kick, and instead got jump whatever the fuck. Okay, actually anti-airing him is certainly a good idea. Thought he was going to level 3, I'm not going to lie to you. Seemed like it'll be up his wheelhouse. He very well could have done empty jump level 3 and killed me again there. That's my bad, I got wheel kicked on. Oh, alright, that is like giga punishable if you block it like that. That's my bad. It's gonna work. You know, he believes in Gief level 1, and this was his first and final... Wait, is this too early? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, okay. He believed in Gief level 1. This was his first and final mistake, unfortunately for him. If Gief blinks, you're already hit. Might as well press. I suppose. I am coming for you. I am coming for you. No way. Am I about to get one and done? Alright, like... Wait, one and done on the loss? Not on the win? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. What if for my grappler's command grab, the voice line was a clip of you going, send him straight to hell? I'll take 5% royalty. It's not so bad. What is this Luke art, man? What? Okay. Heresy in the Gief mirror, man? So there's no justice in the world. I feel like I do get, you know, I gotta be honest, I feel like I get one and done by Giefs. I think the only player that one and dones me more often than Giefs is probably Jury's. And like, you know, I don't want Gief to be in the top 2 for that. Doesn't feel good. Also, I should definitely be DIing those Luke Knuckles. That's jumping out of pressure. We said not to do that, Mr. Brother. It's like right here, for example. There's a couple possible windows to maybe SPD this Luke as a neutral option, right? Oh, good jump, Poop. Nice. Stuck out too slow of a button after being only +1. Oh, no, I'm at. Okay, sure. Rising uppercut, by the way. Okay. How do you like it? Oh my god, he likes it. He's goated. Well, I could have just killed him, couldn't I? I thought I'm looking at his health bar and my drive gauge. I think I could have just killed his ass. Oh. Nice, nice. Anti-air level 1. I think I could have just killed him normally. Looks at fellow Gief, you are dog shit. Jury players are hella toxic. Almost toxic as you. Why am I toxic? What did I do? Oh, I tried to SPD right there, but I didn't quite get the input out in time. He's got level 3 now, so now we can't just counter DI. Do the funny on him doing that thing right there. I guess we have to just perfect parry that now. He's still plus when he does it too, which is kind of ass. Okay. Bit of a strange situation, but, you know, it works. Whatever works. Do a replay takeover. Could you do air SPD to dodge the Luke level 1 there? I think it's too active. It would certainly stall me. Also, honestly, if I could, I might be minus after is the one problem. Okay, perfect. Oh, yeah. This is what we talked about, jumping back instead of throw teching for these exact reasons. And now that I'm thinking about my mistakes, it's all falling apart. Oh, right. He's got level. We just talked about. Oh, yeah, okay. We just talked about this. I saw him do something that was DI unsafe, and I was like, he has no drive gauge. He's got super gauge. Oopsie. Oh, we just talked. We should have jumped back there. No, we should have jumped back there. Memphis, indeed, straight to Memphis. Am I getting one and done again? There's actually no shot, right? Okay, I was gonna say twice in a row. And he won on that one too. Like straight up won and dunked. What the fuck was that? DP. Tried to SPD on wake up there. Didn't quite work out. That time it did. Reversal SPD in every sense of the words. Oh, good combo. Got that. Oh, that's a evasive ass move, certainly. Yup. Oh, I didn't hold it for long enough. The armor didn't last. My god. Oh. DP. He ran up and DP'd me. You know what? It worked. Send him straight to Memphis, indeed. Rick losing on the streets of London. Oh, hello? Sir? Sir? There he is. Oh, yeah, if I'm gonna do the SPD and neutral thing, though, I do have to get a little better at actually judging its max range, right? Because whiffing it in neutral like that is basically a death sentence. DP. Oh, tried to wake up SPD his ass. Did not quite work out. Oh, it's still plus, yeah. Fair. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, baby. He didn't quite have the reaction in him. We take those. You won't beat the toxic allegations that easy? How is me getting one and done making me more toxic? How's that my fault? This seems like a rigged system, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, there you go. I was already, again, you know, some slightly better. Oh, we jump back, we jump back, we jump back. We would not be eating all of this if we jump back. We talked about this, but that is a little bit of muscle memory causing some issues, I suppose. Oh, I tried to drive rush out of my parry, and I got that, apparently. Luke has been dropping the perfect knuckle quite a lot, which I'll take, certainly. What the? No parrying allowed. So he's not dead, but it's pretty good. He's pretty close to dead. You think I'll be broken if Boom was 2-3-6 and Flash Kick was 6-2-3? He'd certainly be a lot better. He's already pretty damn good. I'll describe that as it'll be a significant buff, certainly. Oh, I messed up my combo! Shit. I tried to do another one, and I guess I tried to do a drive rush cancel into another one. And I didn't quite get it. Position to walk up and SPD his ass, that would have been a good place to do it. I will say, yeah, that is, it's really, it's hard to, like, gauge the reach exactly. Is Luke level 3 a command grab? Nope, it's a strike. He tackles, he runs at you, he, like, kind of crawls along the ground at you, but it's not a command grab. This Cammy art, man, every time. Goddamn. Oh, Mac F. What's up? Could threaten SPD when she's like slightly minus on a dive kick like that, I guess. Oh, yeah. Again, I'm missing a lot of SPDs right now because I'm overestimating the range of SPD when I try to do these, like, you know, SPDs in neutral. It's gonna take some getting used to, right? It's certainly there's gonna be an adjustment period. I meant to SPD there. That's a misinput. Well, I'm glad to see that my like, yeah. I said earlier that I was kind of felt like I was in livestock mode and grazing mode today, and it's good to see that that's true. Yeah, I was able to self-identify. Gooner game for real. Shit's insane. Actually, was plus there. My bad. I tried to SPD her. I didn't quite get it in time. Oh shit! I got shimmied on my SPD, man. SPD emergency. Oh, good walk under. Sure. Tried to SPD there, did not get it. Yeah, we are very much in, we're grazing, as the kids say. Get down here. Is that still plus? I actually don't know how generous her OD dive kick is. Pretty generous, as far as I'm aware, but... Ah, shit, yeah. This Cammy has been jumping every time there. I just have not been doing anything about it, really. I gotta start actually doing some strike pressure. The classic Cammy outfit is her worst. I just don't like the borderline nudity. Well, that's the point, though. What are we doing here? Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Yeah, round start dive kick every time. The third time, I thought it wouldn't be. It certainly still was. Plus! Yeah, no reactions. He ain't got those. I tried to stop her jumping. I couldn't even do that with the strikes. Goddamn. I thought she'd try to jump out of command grab there, but I guess I wasn't plus enough to actually run, like, real pressure. Uh-oh. I'm gonna mash on you, yeah. Didn't get a lot of reward out of that, I will say. Okay. You got grabbed. I'm kind of finding it hard to stop this Cammy jumping, even with strikes, man. He's jumping out of my strike pressure and it's working. Oh my, nice. Close up on the ass for the win pose too. I need more women in suits in my fighting games. Interesting. Ow, ow. They say counter strike when she DPs. Cannon strike, though. Can of sprite for some. Oh Jesus Christ! She whiffed and I still wasn't on the ball enough to take my turn back there. It's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, shit. So true, bestie. She sure is giving up quite a bit of screen space here, so that's something at the very least. I burnt myself out for this, and it's kind of worth it. Yeah, it's kind of worth it. Who would have thought? Ever heard of CSGO, only know CS2? Wait, for real? People like this exist now? What a world we live in, man. He's still jumping. Okay, okay. I guess I still haven't done a lot of not that in that situation, now that I think about it. We hit her. Well, I guess we did hit her last time. Yeah, she has jumps. She's still not, you know, discouraged enough from doing that. Man, you know, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not. I decided against it last second. The level 3, of course, being it. Bonk. Stay down? No. I'll take the trade, even though our health is kind of in shambles. Oh, shit, I tried to jump. Okay, okay. Yeah. Does anyone know if Galleon ever opens her eyes? She speaks in, like, one-word sentences, right? She seems like a sleepy little lady. So far, the biggest success of the day has been me being happy that I correctly self-analyzed that this was not a good day for me. Which is why we spent so much of it looking at replays to begin with. Something super surprising happens. I don't know, man. She might, yeah, she might just, like, say a bunch of shit in your ear or something. Like, Mado from 100 Kanoji. I have no idea what that is. I'll take your word for it. Bonk, bonk. Oh, that's the, yeah. It's the worst thing to get amnesia. This is the command grab there. What in the fuck? That was a perfect parry, man. For real, though. That was also on, like, slightly weird timing, it feels like. Okay, I tried to grab him out of the air. No such luck. I thought I could do something funny there. Really was, like, super confident he was gonna jump there. I, like, didn't even bother to hit confirm the hell step. Which, I mean, mistake. Certainly. Imagine punishing JP when you guess correctly. Couldn't be me, apparently. Is Cammy the jump arc, up forward, holding goblin of this game sort of Charlotta adjacent? Her dive kick's real good. It probably is just Akuma, though. Akuma has a lot of different ways to fuck with his own air momentum. Sure. So I feel like this is like a range where I want to SPD this guy as a neutral option, right? Damn. I gotta empty jump SPD this fella. Could have probably killed him there, now that I think about it. No, sir. That's good, at least. We figured out that we need to empty jump SPD, and then we empty jump SPD. It's always a good sign. Sure. On the bright side, things super punishable regardless. Nice. 1, 2, Django. I meant to SPD him there, actually. It was not meant to be, meant to be heavy SPD, not headbutt. Punishable? Wait, why? What? What about that was... Why was that punishable? Also, I totally meant to SPD. He had the right reads. But we'll take it. Did, like, the portal override the block stun from the DI? So he was in DI recovery, but I only got the portal block. Why was that punish counter? Because you're usually +3 if you block or if you parry a DI like that. Which is certainly not punishable, right? Yeah, portals is a good chance to get a good bit of distance on Mr. Petrovich. Okay. Bad hit confirm, but a hit confirm nonetheless. You get grabbed, good sir. You get put on the ground. Oh man, I did that after I saw him jump too. I was just super committed to that option. If you could put a gap here somehow. No, you will not. Okay. It's not that much damage, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. Though being burnt out against JP is like, you know, the devil itself. I'm okay. Damn. Okay, I'm fine still. I'm still fine. I am still fine. Okay, wait. That was a painful... He just walked up and threw me. That was a painful burnout, certainly. Yeah. Maybe the game counted the portal as a hit. Yeah, I think I was in portal block stun, but he was in DI recovery. It was very funny. Unfortunate for him, sir. Okay, so like I want to walk up and SPD this guy. I feel like he's been walking back and forth enough that we could maybe actually do this. And I tried it right there. I got counter hit. It's not the easiest thing in the world to find a spot for this, especially where you'd be actually confident that they'll remain in range the whole time, right? I must say. Oh, tried to do it right there. It's also, it just takes a while to input the SPD, right? Like I said, I guess it's a 5-frame move, but inputting it certainly takes much longer than 5 frames, right? So it ends up being, I guess, kind of slow to actually do in neutral. Feels very tough for me, anyway. To get something, get like a satisfying outcome out of this. That was horrifying. Harrowing, even. Should be doing, what's it called? Jump medium punch. I'm dead, man. Oh, he did it too early. Should be doing jump medium punch as an air-to-air for this JP. So if we counter hit him, we can actually get a full combo, is what I would say if I wasn't already dead. Good confirm, good confirm. In ruin. In ruin. Duo. In ruin. Hello, sir. Overhead, sure. Bonk, bonk. Let's do this and jump poop. Get grabbed. He's not dead. Yeah, that was not my best conversion that I could have gotten there. Certainly. Oh, that had to be a pixel away from like Lariat technically being crossed up and missing there. I would have to imagine. Nice. Should have let go of that earlier though. Almost disaster. So true, bestie. Get back down there. How do you like it? I whiffed my throat. Bad time. You wouldn't DI me. Look, you've been liking DIing me somewhat. Just like out of the blue. It's really the one, we did the one empty jump SPD. We probably should be a little bit more focused on doing some more. Yep, exactly. They made JP's level 3 thinking you'd have 3D glasses on. You wouldn't DI a car? The Gief is kind of a car. Gief's car-sized. In many ways. I mean, I will say, the one success of today is that I do like this quite a bit, right? I do like this, this little budget Oki option right here. Are resets into DI foolish and stupid? They are risky. Is there ever a use for them? Yes, obviously. Well, I said not obviously, I mean like certainly, right? But it's like if your opponent is ready for it, you'll die, right? You can get a lot more damage out of a DI reset than you would get out of like a true combo, right? So it's higher risk, higher reward, basically. Like many things in fighting games, that is, you know, it's up to you to determine when that risk is worth taking and when you are being a little silly boy by doing it. Do. That's fair. I feel like it's so hard to stay in. Well, one thing I've noticed, people walk back a lot against Gief, man. It becomes very hard to actually stay in the range to even do like an SPD, right? I guess if they're walking back, you're winning though, right? Isn't that the same with SPD resets? Exactly, yeah. Same, exact. Oh, I landed into it so slow. Exact same idea. You'll do more damage, but if your opponent's ready for it, you could very much die. Except DI is a universal thing that everyone can do. I tried to SPD him right there. I feel like I'm not really fast at inputting these 360s, you know? And it's causing me some trouble, certainly. Oh, I'm too smart, says the stupid guy. I meant to neutral jump there, actually, but no such luck. Oh, I wanted to sweep you! His sweep's a little faster. Same idea, but DI is reactable? That's true, yeah. So it's less of a guess and more of like, even if they weren't ready for it, they could theoretically still kill you for it. Oh, nice. The fake. Needed to pay attention to the audio cues there. To not get haha funnied by that. Okay. Oh, right. You can do that. Got Leo White Fanged almost. It's a problem, man. That certainly is quite nice. Oh, I thought I could... Nice. I couldn't chase him like that. I was a little too late on jumping after him. My bad. Someone jumped on me and started biting me. I'm getting a gun. How often with your RS reset, the number goes down the higher you climb in ranked? And people's reactions get better, certainly. But actually, weirdly, I feel like it's a bit of a... Like, you know, in lower ranks, people are spamming DI a lot more, and therefore people are actually more ready to beat it a lot of the time. Okay, so he's really doing the like, sort of drive rush OS there, right? If there's a gap, he's going for me. Oh, God. Yeah, did not react to that. It's my bad. This wheel hurt. Should back tech, or jump back, rather, than tech in the mid-screen. We talked about this, but, you know, sometimes we make mistakes. Yeah, at this range, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Maybe just watch out for the audio cue is really our tell, right? Don't think I gotta kill them with another drive rush cancel, maybe, but... Any characters that play similarly to Strive? Testament and Granblue. Wanted to get into Granblue again after a bunch of Strive. Testament, huh? Let's see, like kind of a two-step character, a bit more defensive. What do you guys think? Testament and Granblue. Big normals. Big normal, kind of defensive, zonery two-step character. Matera? Genuinely? Not huge normals, but like good buttons on that Matera lady, sir. Anila? I don't think so. What part of Anila is a two-step character? Oh, right. Keep forgetting he does that. Yeah. Always Anila? I think Matera is probably the answer. Oh, shit. I got low crushed by the command grab. So true. Heartbreaking news. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Oh, he went clean over me. It's a bad trade. Oh, yeah. It's just an OS, right? So I can't really bait that out. Okay. That's not good. Not a very big fan of that. And that's not catching the, not catching the audio cues very well. Yeah. Let me freely speak about Matera and her sex appeal. Just popped in. How's your day been so far? I mean, not too bad. We did some replay reviews, some learning. And we did learn some good things. But one of the big reasons we did the replay review in the first place is because I could just tell that I wasn't in like a super mentally focused state to play Street Fighter 6 today. And I am most certainly being proven right by this last like 30 minutes here. It was definitely the correct decision to not spend the entire day playing ranked. I'll tell you that for free. Maybe next Tuesday we can actually implement the things that we tried to learn a little bit more. That's not a great way to spend that advantage that we earned. What in the? Friends don't let friends play Matera. Why not? Just because you'll fall into the Gooner hole and never recover? What do you mean by two-step character? Basically, their win condition involves Aki in Street Fighter terms. The first hit gets them some sort of setup, and then they get, or Bison counts as this too. The first hit provides them some sort of like setup or bonus, and then when they pop that on the second hit, you explode, right? Think Aki's poison or Bison's bomb. It's not always necessarily like a buff that they or debuff they put on you and then they cash it out. It's just more so that again, like they need to set like they need like one very specific thing to get set up first, and then from there they become a lot better, right? I'd even count like Cagliostro from Granblue, right? A lot of overlap with like at least in my brain, a lot of overlap with like the word like set play, right? But slightly different ideas. And set play specifically has to do with like after a knockdown usually. Tried to DI, I was a little late. Your finish. Okay. That's like a nice cheap reset. He might have just been dead to the normal stun combo, now that I think about it. He might have just been dead to the normal stun combo. Eustace grenades? I don't know that Eustace... I guess, yeah, with the H grenade, actually. I was gonna say U grenade. I don't know that that's just like a... Yeah, it's just like a good Oki setup. But yes. That's good. I'm just chilling right now, drinking some tea. Nice. Hope you enjoy your tea, bro. Oh, air flip outs. We love them and hate them. We love them when they mess up the opponent and hate them when they mess us up. See, yeah, the SPD and neutral things prove to be quite difficult to actually implement, I will say. In practice. Oh, I tried to do it there. I think I would have worked right there, but I actually then misinputted it. There's a lot of different ways it could go wrong, right? Might be a little high level for little old me. Light flash kick will catch us still, even on the safe jump, right? Light reversals are a little bit faster. Usually 5 frames to the OD's 6. Oh, he was dead. I didn't realize he got hit by the headbutt. Shit. Okay, okay. But he messed up. This Guile skin never made it to nationals in high school. The worst guy you know. That is a free SPD if we were to actually block that target combo, though I am quite bad at doing that historically. A lot of Guile pokes are DI unsafe, that's why I did that there. Turns out that's not what we actually ended up beating there, but... This is bad. Oh, this is very bad. This is very bad. Yeah. My sort of timing against a lot of the wake-up options is very off. You should have come to Shiratorizawa looking ass Guile. Yeah. Not what I meant to do, but it worked. I meant to just do an MSPD. I ended up doing an M720, so sure. Mess around with drive rush burnout strings and stomp frame traps from headbutt. Interesting. Shit. Not a big fan of me being the guy in the corner now. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's me in the corner. I kind of like, I earned all that screen space on Guile and then, you know, gone with the wind. But I guess we are still in a good spot. We have a huge lead. We are kind of the zoner now, in many ways. Oh! Yeah, and except he just got in on me. Not as good of a zoner as he is. Nice. Sure. Caught him trying to throw, though. What are we talking about with Bubs? Let's play like one more or something. And then we'll call it. I can't ever scroll up the chat properly in OBS. It's very weird. From what I see, I think Matera might not work because there were shorter range options, very limited and very risky. Yeah, I mean, Matera does not have the big buttons part, right? When I input my SPD, I go from forwards to back to down forwards to help not jump. From forwards to back to down forwards? Wait, where do you put the up? You have to... I usually end in up and a button to not jump, right? How do you do it without an up input? Are you cheating? Be honest with me. Be honest, are you hacking? What the? That wasn't me, man. That wasn't me. You could play Vayne? Matera can scramble if she really doesn't want to? I guess. Also, not two-step but cool? Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. And the rage quit, let's go. I mean, Is the stream still up, right? What the fuck? What's happening? Am I losing it? Is Steam offline? I have internet. Second Steam maintenance? Steam is offline. Interesting. Or I'm offline on Steam, at least. Can't believe Brick would quit after one interaction. Okay, cool. You know, I guess we'll take that as a sign from the world. Yeah, so, I mean, you know, again, the biggest success of today is me very correctly at identifying that today was not a good day for me to play Street Fighter. I am very glad that we spent a lot of the time watching replays, because boy, was I playing like complete ass. My bad, I'm a little high. I forgot to finish that last part. Down, forward, into, up. Interesting. I mean, whatever works for you. That sounds confusing to me, personally. But yeah. Again, these things are good learnings. It's just, I'm right, like, you know, we'll work on them later. This, I will say, this feels really hard. This feels really difficult to do. I think it needs to be more of a pocket thing. This feels really tough to do, like, good, or, like, well, or, like, without dying, or consistently, right? This is nice. I do like this. We even in our current brain-rotted state, we were able to do that, right? Didn't ever do this. Gotta focus on that, too. Back jump, in particular, right? Yeah, like, we've learned some good stuff. It's just that I was not really in the best mental state to take advantage of it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Sometimes I feel like streams are going to end 30 minutes early, but that's when Brick starts the podcast episode. I think we might actually end 30 minutes early today, just because, like, well, Steam's back online, but I think you know, we got our ass beat. We did not play very good Zangief. I think that's a good play. We already did the replay review. We learned everything we need to learn. I think that's most of what we're gonna get out of today. I think so. We might actually end, like, you know, a little bit earlier than normal here. Luke Lukski squeezing an orange in the SF6 Steam banner. It's true. It exploded. I have learned my lesson to not do any kind of, you know, Pathfinder GM prep or anything like that on Tuesdays, because Street Fighter 6 hurts my brain. This is a nice Giefs study session. Yeah. Maybe Brick starts our podcast where he yaps about fighting games with special guests. That could be fun. Maybe later. At some point, like, you know, I like talking about fighting games. Jumping over and doing body splash gets me killed a lot. Yeah. It's a good cross-up button, but it extends your hurt box a shit ton as well, right? And people can certainly cross-cut it as they get better. But yeah, fellas, I guess that's probably going to do it for today. Hope you guys had a good time. Tomorrow, Wall Brawl. Thursday, Wall Brawl. You know how it be. And yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully the Giefs study session was useful for you guys as well as me, as it was for me anyway. I know it will be useful for me. Just again, today I could not really take up a lot of that mental capacity. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.